Hey y'all, hey. My. I must say it's a small world. And when I say it's a small world, it's a small world. Big but small. And I always say the truth is gonna come to the light. And sometimes when you find out those truths, sometimes in life when you find out a truth, you gotta come back and apologize for certain things. Cause I always run. I got a bad habit of running with things that come out and I'm sadly mistaken. And I talked to Joe McCann. I apologized to Joe McCann. I did. I apologized to Joe McCann. I did. And I talked to him. I want you guys to go check out the story. I'm going to post it, post the link to the story. Because Joe said he was going to talk about Ashley Robinson, not Ashley Janae. Y'all know one thing about me. I'm going to get in contact with somebody. Okay? Okay? Yeah. Joe McCann that was in Zanzibar with Ashley Janae. I contacted him. And I apologized. And we talked just a little bit. We just chopped it up. We didn't talk on the phone. But we texted. And I must say this story is interesting. Because I'm going to tell y'all, the thing about it is, one thing I didn't get wrong, I questioned the parents. Because although I did see some discrepancies with Dear Joe, I also felt like something in my spirit told me something ain't right over there. Okay? Kiki, quit acting like y'all don't know me. And I'm going to try. Y'all know I be hitting people up. Y'all know I be hitting people. I had to show Shank. I said, babe, who the goat? Who's who's the goat around this beach? Talking about in the house. Because me and Tom, okay. He said, okay, he won't know what channel. Hold on, y'all. Dear Joe, let me give Dear Joe the channel. Hold on, let me tell him. Let me tell him. Oh, hold on, y'all. Now, I just told him my channel, y'all. She said, yes, we're gonna do some investigating. He said, that's the point. Cause I said, I'm gonna tell I said, Joe, is it okay if I get everybody to go over and check out the story? He said, yeah, that's the point. That's the point. And I said, okay. Joe just hit me up, said he said, okay, what's the channel? Cause Joe gonna come over here and see the channel and say, damn, she really dogged me. Cause I'm accusing this man of cold-blooded murder. And I said, I gotta stop running with narratives, Joe. I do. That's my problem. That's something I gotta work on for real in real time. Accusing people without having real facts. Accusing people without having real facts. So I gotta just take accountability on my part of that, doing that. Cause I ain't even get to the whole story, but Joe got receipts. And one thing you can't lie about is black and white. You can't. You can't argue with black and white. I don't care how we feel at the end of the day. You can't. It ain't nothing like a receipt. Cause I was over here accusing the man. I don't know what happened in Zanzibar. I don't. I really don't know. But I just like, oh, he unalived her. No. Mm-mm. And I felt bad. That's one thing I could say I feel bad about that one right there. Because, you know, it's one thing accusing people, but putting a jacket on somebody's back is crazy. She said, say it again, black and white never lies. It don't. And I'm going to work on that with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because the story is very interesting. Because one thing about it is, people will paint you to be a bad person, but they never tell their side of the story. And it's always three sides to a story. It's always three sides to a story. And we all know that from probably just, you know, going through something in life where your side was never heard. Ain't we been in a situation where our side is never heard and somebody go with the first thing smoking? They didn't get to get your side. She said they side your side in the truth. Absolutely. Thank you, Chrissy sis. His, hers, in the truth. Absolutely. Absolutely. His, hers, in the truth. And see, we didn't have Ashley here to tell her side. Because at the end of the day, we was questioning people. People was asking me about the two men in the background. People started questioning Zanzibar, and you know, we so focused on Joe. Because it was a black girl and a white man. That's something I got to work on. That's something else to work on. And I really want to apologize publicly to that man. Because it's not y'all fault what I present and put out on my channel. Joe basically is breaking down the story into parts and giving, like, you know, insight of Ashley and, you know, what Ashley liked, how they met and stuff. Time Warp was actually on the phone with me at the time reading the story to me because I was texting Joe. And Joe is telling y'all how he met. Because, you know, it's one thing for us to speculate because we heard so many stories. For me, it wasn't just color. The story wasn't adding up. Absolutely. But you know they was running with their racial narrative. You know. So it was included into the commentary at points. On my channel, I think. I don't even remember what I said for real. That's why I quit covering it. Because it just wasn't adding up. And some things didn't make sense as far as the parents. But we as black people, we don't, again, sometimes as black people, we don't want to look at them sideways. And I always said something, I always said that. I don't ever think I ever changed about the parents. Yes, I was looking at the details, some, plus everything leading up to it. But I always said something about the mama was strange. And we need that clarity because Joe's giving a life of how they met and everything else. And sometimes I gotta look. Y'all think if my daughter met somebody she love and say she gonna marry, I know my daughters would tell me. You get what I'm saying? They might not give me. I don't want to hear all the nasty details, but you know they would tell me. He didn't have any pictures of her on his page. He was all over hers. But I'ma say this. I'm one of those people. I'ma say this, Kiki, and it's not in defense of him, cause I talked to him. I honestly do that. I remember back in the day, my ex would say that to me, like, I post you like you never put pictures of us on your page. And that was just me. It was just a me thing. Really. But he said, I got you all over my page. You get what I'm saying? So, that's just for me. It ain't for everybody else, but, you know, I don't know. That's just for me. But I want y'all to go look at Ashley's story because from Joe's side. Yeah, me too. I'm a very private person as well because sometimes you gotta protect your relationship. You do. You do. And we don't know him to know why he didn't. We didn't ever talk to Joe to see why he didn't have pictures of her. And sometimes some people, your significant other might be more open to that. Even social media. Everybody in relationship ain't into the social media thing. You know what I'm saying? Not all relationship people are into social medias. Some people are a little bit more quiet and preserved. As in me, I'm spontaneous. I like pictures. But everybody don't like pictures. You get what I'm saying? Just like when we did our group trip, everybody didn't want to take pictures. Did I get mad? No, but I understand some people are more private than others. They think just because he treats you like that, women may think they will get the same treatment. Not true. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've actually seen relationships like that. I've seen relationships where men have been with my friends, dog them, and go treat the next woman like royalty, buy a house, and I always would, be with my friends and dog the man, but I never questioned what did she do to him to make him feel like she wasn't worthy of those things. Cause it ain't always the men, ladies. You get what I'm saying? It ain't always the men. And it goes the same way with women. The same exact way. And we don't look at that. We go with our girlfriend side and you know what I'm saying? And stuff like, girl, like, yeah, he ain't shit. But then you see him prospering with her. And you gotta think. Cause then when you see your homegirl with a new dude, it's the same way that he was. Samad, you time somebody out on an accident. But I'ma say this. Read that story and come back and leave a comment and give me your thoughts. Y'all still I can't change nobody's opinion. I'm not here to change nobody's opinion. I'm just saying my opinion has changed. Because I was saying things that wasn't true. Like, was she paying the money, paying for everything? No. He got receipts. He got receipts. And she was with him. She wasn't living at home. She was living with Joe. They had a relationship. So, I can say my kids can tell me something on the phone that they boyfriend could say something different when shit happens. How does Shank feel now because he was on one? LOL. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he gonna go read the story. Everybody need to go read the story and let me know what their perspective is. Time Warp, can you put the link in here for the story? Because like I said, it's always three sides to a story. And from Joe's side, he giving me more of a story about who Ashley was. She said, please, because I'm dying to know. I can only speak for me. Remember they were saying that Joe was going broke and she was gonna expose him. That's what they said, but she not from the money he spent and got receipts on. Time Warp, drop the link to the story, sis. I'm just saying the man got receipts. He ain't just come to talk to the lady at TMZ. He came with receipts. Ashley definitely don't seem innocent. Um, he actually give a inside life of what she shared about her parents. Think about that, Kiki. He give an inside of things she told him. See, that's why I'm saying, Kiki, because as parents, I can get up here and act. That's why I don't get up here and fake the fun about my parenting. Time Warp dropped the link to the story, y'all, where y'all can. I don't, cause see, if something happened to my kid, guess what they gonna do? Like they doing with Carmelo's parents, everybody else. They digging up things and looking into things. Can't nobody come and say, "Oh, she was on drug hell." I told y'all. Oh, she was a piss poor parent. I told y'all. You get what I'm saying? See, you can't come on here and portray a way, and we gonna sympathize and empathize because of the laws. But did anybody ever question and say, "Dang, who are y'all? Who are y'all?" Because we talk to our love when we talk to our significant other about things, our childhood, because they want to know. Who don't want to know about somebody they dating and shit, they childhood, they upbringing. I want my boyfriend to tell me if he was from an abusive home, what kind of family do they have, you know what I'm saying? If they crazy, deranged. She said, "Yeah, me either. I ain't innocent. A little bipolar." Kiki, Kiki saying, "Hey, let me go and put it on the table. I ain't innocent." Right? We all man say we was all young at some point, Kiki. I'll tell my story before I let anyone tell. Now, once I tell my story, you may add it, add to it. But I definitely ain't gonna like, yeah, yeah, Kiki, that's me. And it's gonna be always somebody on the outside, such as myself, I add one or two, three things. Maybe 10. Maybe 10. But when you wrong in points, like I was wrong in a lot of stuff, I gotta come back and correct it. It's only right. Thank you, Chill. I appreciate that. And Joe definitely deserves to tell his story, because this the thing. We be wanting to know what happened, but we don't. I'm quick to speculate versus let him tell his side or give him time, because he was stuck over there in that country. I'm willing to go and look and see what he say. I'm interested to see what he said. I'm willing to sit down with anybody. Barbara Walters do. Don't she? Then Barbara Walters sit down with Jeffrey Dahmer and everybody else? Because people wanted to hear what made him do the things he done. Right, Samai? Everybody wanted to know what, what I'm saying, what made the dude that started that cult, what started, what kind of agenda did he have? Why did he start that cult when he unalived all them people, made them drink that sauce or whatever, that poisonous juice or whatever? People want to hear about Nature Boy. So who do we get? We bring the survivors on. But would I talk to Nature Boy? Yeah, yeah. Cause I want to hear his side. I watched Oprah when she covered the story. She talked to the dad, like, what happened. Oprah interviewed the daddy. Shit, I ain't even know Oprah was still giving out hearts and free cars and shit. She still doing that? Yeah, that Kool-Aid. There wasn't no Kool-Aid shit. We drank Kool-Aid. And it wasn't no Kool-Aid they drunk. They told them people it was Kool-Aid. Do you know when we make Kool-Aid, Quick Butterfly, you can still see the sugar sitting at the bottom. They knew they wasn't drinking no damn Kool-Aid. Maybe Flavor Aid, but not Kool-Aid. When we make Kool-Aid, you still see the sugar swirling around and sitting at the bottom of the jug. Shit. Jeffrey Dad. This was way back. Yeah. When you get each side, you can decipher the truth. Absolutely. I swear I just said the same thing to my daughter. I I never watched the movie. I went back on YouTube and looked up the actual interview. I like to get down to it. Y'all know I do. Y'all know I do. But we don't know what happened over there because, you know, Joe even said she was alive at the hospital. You get what I'm saying? And one thing about it, and two things for sure, I ain't accusing them people over there in Zimbabwe, but they be organ harvesting and some more shit over there in Zimbabwe. You know, I don't know. I don't trust them. I don't trust them people over there in Shaka Zulu as far as I can throw them. You heard me? Mm-mm. I've heard stories about it. No. I said even with a free trip, I go to the zoo and see giraffes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's cute, ain't it? Okay, let's go look at the monkeys. We're moving right along. What up, Candy sis? They gonna let us know what they want to. Yeah. So I just want y'all to go catch that story and see what y'all think. But give the man a chance. That's all I'm saying. Give the man a chance if y'all still feel the same way you do. She said, "You, Alina." Alina dropped down. And said, "You better not trust." I love it when people just drop down at the bushes. You better not trust them, okay? Hell, I watched on Facebook where the African man was drowning and they got them on the side and didn't even do CPR. Me too, Miss Parker. I don't do that. And they don't like us anyway. My auntie had to tell my girl, you're African American. Them Africans don't mess with us. Yeah, they don't. I had my cousin Retta, she mixed, but she had a white girlfriend and she had twins. She had like 8 kids, but she had a set of twins. And I think the twins was 7. When she got with the African, she had like 3 white kids. When she got with the African, she had like a set of twins. Then she ended up having like 7, 8 kids under there. And I was like, damn. And I didn't know that they was um, aggressive at that time and abusive. Cause that was the first girl I ever talked to that really fucked with African. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. I know the homegirls mess with Africans. They talk about getting their money. Other than that, I just didn't like them. They always smell like corn chips and burnt rice. I don't know what it is. And it ain't no disrespect or no racist shit. It's just something about an African. They smell like burnt rice and corn chips. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like it. It's odd. Odd. Mm-mm. But anyway, he was very abusive to her. They are rude me. Yeah, Kiki, he was real abusive to her. And very insecure. She said goat milk, not corn chips. Yeah, they smell like corn chips and burnt rice. Y'all ever smell the Chinese people breath when they do your nails and they ain't got that mask on? And you get a whiff, you be like, uh. When they do your lashes or something, ooh, baby, it's a very, I can see why they said they eat cat and shit. Cause look, y'all ain't great have me on here with racist slander. Got me sound like Papa Cow and shit. I'm just saying my experiences. Queen Butterfly. Candy and Pearl, stop that, y'all. Some of y'all. Sis log off. I'm just saying. But after that, I started hearing stories about him and stuff. And people would always be like, don't go over there. Don't ever visit over there and stuff. And this was back in the days. This ain't no recent shit that I would hear. Don't go over there and stuff like that. But Even how those men was looking at Ashley in that picture. Tell me that wasn't questionable. She said strong garlic, hot onion, and shellfish. Yep. Yep. And I don't even know if it's strong garlic because hell, we use garlic and onion powder and onions. Mm-mm. That's keeping it cute for them. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Baiting snails and worms and slugs and shit. Mm-mm. 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 She said I do my own nails, eyebrows, and make my own fried rice. Baby, look. But Joe told the story. Time Warp, what did you get out of reading the story so far? Did you see anything like in the story that cause hold on, y'all. I'm gonna read the story to y'all. Let me see what my phone on. Okay. I'm on 24%. We gonna read this story together, y'all. Hold on. We gonna read it together. I got a little juice on my phone, okay? What up, Toya? She's sis not too much on Africans. Mandingo warriors. Oh, sis, I forgot. My bad. I forgot Tuesday one. I apologize. Everybody might not have the same experience now, Toya. Shit. I just gotta say what I heard. My bad, sis. My bad. Hold on, y'all. I'm right. I'm fixing to read the story. Toya done dropped out the bushes. Hold on. Hold on. Now she's the Nubian queen and she wanna drop out the book. Hold up. Let me. Toya said I can't take it no more. Shoot. Mine's over here rubbing my big toes now. Sis. Oh shit. I ain't say all of them was bad. I just heard some stories about some of them. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, see now they done took the payments down. And maybe back in the days when I was hiding shit and stuff like that, I might have married one for $20,000 and married another one. My name would have been TikTok, bop bop, bing bing, and some more shit. You hear me? Back in the days. Now, back in the days, because they was paying good back in the days. We gonna read this story together. Joe said that's the point. All right. For people who only know your story through headlines, tell me about Ashley and who she was to you. Stop it. He said, first and foremost, her name was Ashley Robinson. And he spelled her name correctly. He said Ashly Robinson with the Ly, not Ashley, Lee. So thank you, Joe, for correcting that. I will change the title, okay? Um, I will change the title and stuff. Um, He said it's important to understand this distinction because many people knew Ashley Janae, talking about the one with the Lee. He said, but the woman I knew was Ashley Robinson. Ashley Janae was a person she created that evolved over time. Ashley Robinson was nothing like Ashley Janae. Ashley was my best friend and my soulmate. Ashley was wise beyond her years, goofy at times and funny, intelligent, extremely creative and clever, classy and elegant, sweet, and a true hustler who made something out of nothing, and a quality we both shared and bonded over. And stuff. I can believe him over there because she looked like the type of girl that would make something out of nothing. She said, hell, as high as groceries and gas is, I'll marry one tomorrow for 20K, okay? Okay? Just ask Toya. I'm sorry, sis. Let me get back serious. Because I love Toy, but let me get back serious. He said Ashley provided a love to me like no one ever had, and we were inseparable. Together, nearly 98% of every day we dated, we truly only wanted to be with each other all the time. In the weekend days leading up to her passing, Ashley began to open up to me in explicit detail about her past. namely her traumatic childhood, as well as some of the abusive and dysfunctional relationships she had with prior boyfriends. What I've learned since her passing only further confirms the struggles she faced. It's important to understand the deeply rooted pain and trauma she carried with her as Ashley Robinson, not Ashley Janae. And I must say in that retrospect, we do carry trauma into other relationships. Sometimes we do. I have. I really have carried trauma into other relationships and stuff like that. And my mental illness that a lot of times men that I dated did not know about. You get what I'm saying? And things, you find somebody new that really looks out for you and really shows you a different side, and you no longer gotta give yourself to them to love you. They honestly just genuinely love you. And I'm just speaking for myself and stuff, showing you that you worth more than you ever thought. And and when your insecurities are low, and you know what I'm saying, trauma has just stained the brain in a sense. Sometimes you can't get past it. And even the smallest thing that a new person in your life can do, you will use it, you will take it out on them, because it just triggers you from past relationships. He said, how did you two meet? He said, in September of 2024, I was speaking at a number of conferences in Singapore, putting on a cultural music event sponsored by my company, Asymmetric, as well as attending the launch party for an online casino deal that I secured for Iggy Azalea. Iggy's event was a rodeo themed party where she flew in 50 models from the US to work the launch party. Ashley was a talent coordinator, providing half of the models for the event at the last minute, who was also asked to work it herself, so she did. The night prior at the casino launch party, I held my asymmetric music party, and first time I met Ashley was when I was behind the DJ booth at my event. She tapped me on my shoulder and said to me, Iggy asked if you could change the music. My response was simply no. This is true. Sometimes we do bring, yeah. He said that Ashley tapped him on his shoulder. He said, "Could you change the music?" He responded, "No." I saw Ashley briefly at the casino launch party, but the following day I DM'd her on Twitter as she was tweeting about the event. We started chatting, and I told her I was moving to Miami in 2 weeks. She informed me that she lived there. On November 2nd, 2024, we went on our first date and were inseparable from then. So Joe said 2 months after meeting Ashley, he moved to Miami and stuff like that, and they were inseparable. He took her on a date. What made you fall in love with her? She was perfect, almost too perfect. I fell in love with her on the first day, and she did with me as well. In fact, in a text that Ashley later shared with me halfway through our dinner on our first date, her best friend checked in on her, and Ashley's response was, "We're getting married." So November 2nd, he posted a receipt, you guys. He didn't just talk about it, he posted receipts. She said, "Hope you're enjoying your night. I love you." She said, "We're getting married." She said, "Heard it here first." Ashley responded with the laughing emojis and said, "He's perfect." She said, "I love this for you. Congrats, sister." For our first date, Ashley was 2 hours late. She texted me asking me if I wanted to reschedule, and I just told her no, I'll wait. When she approached the bar, I felt like her hand tapping me on her shoulder. It was like electricity shot through my body. The feeling was beyond description. On that date, we learned that we shared so many interests that we both considered rare, so much so that I actually captured them in an Apple Note because it was simply uncanny. Ashley mentioned the same thing to her best friend in another text that Ashley later shared with me. She said, "What's not to like?" She said, "We just had a lot in common," which he wasn't expecting. She said, so the friend said, "He's obsessed already, LOL." Ashley put like, And then the friend responded back with the same emoji. She said, "Enjoy, enjoy. Call me in the morning. Have a good night, pumpkin." Ashley had an incredible and gentle, sweet spirit. She had a loving presence that she was in fact that was infectious. All of my friends and family who ever met her felt it. She also had her own thing going on and was a fellow entrepreneur like me, which was extremely attractive. I respected her hustle and she respected mine. She was also adaptable and comfortable in any environment, much like me, another characteristic we shared. Whether we was watching Netflix for hours on the end, on the couch, her absolute favorite thing to do, or attending a business dinner, she fit in perfectly. She felt comfortable in her own skin and on my arm, and she wasn't afraid to act silly in public. We had a running game of who could embarrass the other more, and neither of us won. Ashley was just in a word cool. She had exceptional taste, but was also infinitely curious about new experience and ideas. And one thing I can say, Ashley did just, she said, but you have to be careful what you share. Sometimes they will hold it against you. You do. He said, and of course, she was out of this world gorgeous. The photos and videos people see of her online exemplify her beauty, but in person, it's impossible to put into words how stunning she was. You proposed during her 31st birthday trip to Tanzania. What was that moment like? He said, actually, this is only true in a superficial sense. See, I proposed to Ashley Janae on April the 3rd. I proposed to Ashley before we left for Africa. And that's the point. We had a private life. Ashley Janae was the public persona. Ashley Robinson was the private person. On March 27, 2026, Ashley and I attended an NBA game, the Dallas Mavericks versus Portland Trailblazers. After the game, we went out to eat and then to a bar owned by one of our friends where it was Drake night. On our way home, Ashley was being her typical self, blasting the Deftones at full volume in my car. But I turned down the music and asked her, "Do you want to try the ring on?" Ashley knew I had bought her a ring but didn't know when I was going to propose to her. Her initial response was no, but within seconds, with a drained grin on her face, she said, "Okay, yes, I do." When we get home, I went into our walk-in closet. She was in the master bathroom that is connected to the closet, only separated by a door, which I left partially open. She was taking her makeup off and just chatting away about our night, and then she opened the door. I was holding the ring. She immediately burst into tears and kept saying over and over, "It's perfect, it's perfect." I was able to catch a few pictures of this candid moment between us because it was for us and only us. Sure enough, he got a picture, y'all. He got a picture um, of him proposing and Ashley crying and shit like that, and he's smiling in the next picture. So Joe came with receipts, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just saying for what we see so far. He said the next day Ashley took to Chat GPT as she did every day with regard to almost all aspects of her life to help her analyze the most optimal ways of posting the happy news for Ashley Janae's Instagram account. In addition to her personal use, Ashley extensively used ChatGPT for every single post, reel, and story she posted on Instagram, with conversations going on for hours sometimes. Out of respect for Ashley, the specific content of her ChatGPT question and answer sessions will remain confidential. Ashley never took the ring off from that moment. And he's posting like certain things and stuff like that. He said until it was time for Ashley Janae to receive a proposal. So he's posting her with the giraffe and stuff like that. Um, with the robes on, they're feeding a giraffe. I see a zebra, a Derbra. It looked like a Derbra. Look like a Derbra. I'm not sure. I see a zebra though, but it looked like a Derbra too. I'm an intensely private person, but I know how much Ashley, and he's saying Ashley as in Ashly, the Ashley Robinson, not Ashley Janae. He said, I'm an intensely private person, but I know how much Ashley wanted to have that moment on social media, and I wanted her to have that moment. I was always supportive of her influencer career through which she made a living, but also spread her unique brand of altruism altruism. Ashley declined countless lucrative promos and ambassadorships, but had recently started to reach out to local businesses she wanted to support that shared her values. Ashley informed me that on social media the proposal is a huge deal for women, and of course, Ashley was a masterful at tuning the algorithm to make posts go viral. She had the idea of the proposal happening with the lion, but with the lion lying down in front of us. I changed the plan she had at the last minute, which is why she was genuinely surprised in the video. I messaged our host at several wildlife. I had to say wildfire, baby. Wildlife to confirm. He said something, yeah. He said, my plan was to do it during the walk with the lion. We would walk together for a bit. I would stop, get down on one knee, and propose to her. Is this something we can do? He said before for to Massey Village, we will pass at Massey Bama. There you will have a dress like Massey and then kneel down so that we can sing for you. We we will like the secret. He said, thank you, but I want to do it with the lion if possible. He said it's possible when the lion is laying down because if she's walking, she won't stop. She doesn't stop. And that is how Ashley Janae, not Ashley Robinson, received proposal from me. Because he said Ashley wanted to post it and shit. And stuff like that. Not with the Durber, but with the lion laying down. Once again, Ashley went on to use ChatGPT to hyper optimize her post about the proposal. The post went crazy as she expected. She said, so Charlie Neff said the trip took a horrible turn when Ashley took her own life. What happened in those final days together? Joe said, to understand what happened in those final days, it's important to understand what happened a few weeks prior to us leaving to Tanzania, because Ashley's behavior at the Zurich Zanzibar Resort was entirely consistent with her behavior a few weeks prior in Bend, Oregon, while we were on a snowboarding trip. Ashley and I planned on having a family together. Ashley desperately wanted a baby girl. She had her name picked out and everything. She acquired ChatGPT on several occasions over many months about what our baby would look like based on our pictures. The chances for my blue eye color versus her eye color, the best time of the year to get pregnant, and so on. She told me she wanted a daughter specifically so she could love and care for her the way she always wanted to be loved and cared for as a child. Now, what does she mean by that, y'all? I don't know. I really don't know. However, in January 2026, Ashley learned from the doctor that there was a possibility she would not be able to carry a child. She was devastated. The night she broke down crying, I consoled her, held her, and told her everything was going to be okay and that we're still going to have a baby. When we arrived in Bend on March 12, 2026 for our snowboarding trip, her behavior dramatically changed. Ashley was completely unrecognizable in her actions and words, a different person. She was visibly upset. She was screaming and yelling about things that would typically not merit even a short discussion and threatening to end our relationship. While I was in Zanzibar after Ashley passed, I learned from authorities in Zanzibar that Ashley had engaged in a lengthy question and answer session with ChatGPT about taking significant amount of Valium as well as how much Valium it would take to unalive herself. In his press conference on June 4th, 2026, Zaburi Shimburia, a deputy director of investigations for the Zanzibar Police Force, confirmed the existence of this ChatGPT session. So he's got all the Zanzibar. He got like 6 things up with the conference for Zanzibar dude. He got pictures up and everything. He said on March 13th, on March 13th, our first day of snowboarding, she hit her head on a rock and sustained a concussion. Even though she was wearing a helmet, however, she refused to go to the doctor. For days after, Ashley complained that she was dizzy and was forgetting things she said only moments prior. Nonetheless, she insisted on riding multiple days on the mountain after this occurred. She said, and he posted the receipts. He said, "Hi, are you okay?" She said, "Had to get a bite to eat. I was very dizzy. Sorry I didn't update you fast." She said, "I'm feeling better, but I needed water and a seat. Heading out in 4." He said, 4 minutes or 4 p.m.? She said, 4 minutes. I had to check out. He said, check out from where? She said, I said I needed to eat. Needed. Because she left a D out. He said, oh, okay, right. She said, I'm in the car now. He said, please be careful. And if you get dizzy, just pull over. I'll come meet you. Now, what y'all think so far, y'all? Tell me something. Talk to me, y'all. Because he got their messages up. He got their messages up. She hit her head on a rock. She said she was forgetting things and stuff. Because she did say, I'm heading out at 4. He said, 4 minutes or 4 p.m. She said 4 minutes, had to check out. He said, check out from where? She said, I said I need to eat. But she didn't say that. She didn't say that. She really didn't. Y'all got to check the story out yourself so y'all can see it. Okay. He said after I pleaded with her for days, she went to the doctor when we got back to Portland. The doctor confirmed her concussion and prescribed her medication. He said it's not safe out here for you. Please get in the car so I can take you home and I'll leave you alone so you can have some time to yourself without me around. He said you are 6.6 miles from home. It's going to be dark in an hour. If you walk, it will take you 2.5. You are not safe out here alone. I'm begging you. She said, you said your piece, is what she said. It was Monday, March 16th at 17:33. He's showing everything. And I'm just saying I can't say nothing about the man showing receipts. He said, while in being, I was on the receiving end of multiple public outbursts by Ashley, a behavior that I had not previously seen from her. My response to each outburst was to physically distance myself to assure that I was removed from the situation. At one point, Ashley tried to open the door of my car at a high speed on a rural highway on the way back from the mountain. I pulled over when it was safe to do so, as she was having a panic attack, another behavior I've never seen before. She got out and then began walking back to her house on foot. I pleaded with her to get back in as it wasn't safe for her. She walked a mile, then got an Uber. When I knew she was home safe, I arrived back at the house and saw that Ashley was standing barefoot at the driveway. She began to take all of the snowboarding equipment out of my car and threw it all over the front yard and driveways. She then threw the snowboarding helmet towards me at point blank range, striking me directly in the face. I did not retaliate. I picked up all the equipment and placed it back in my car and asked her to come inside. He got pictures, y'all. Shit. Joe was taking pictures. Joe, when I say time warp, have you looked? She said, I'm following along with you, Miss Park. I'm on my iPad. The receipts give what they are supposed to get. I'm telling you, Purse. Ain't they Purse in my line? She said he telling the part that the news didn't show. Remember, he was very much tech savvy, so I really don't know. I mean, yeah, but I don't, I'm just saying. He got receipts. From there, she went outside and began to walk into traffic while threatening to commit suicide by being run over. I pleaded with her to get out of the road and got her to come back inside, after which I left the house to create physical distance between us till the situation could stabilize. She called and texted her mother, Yolanda Indris. She's in the middle of the road, y'all. She in the middle of the road. And like I said, if he lying, I'm going to need the mama to come out and show her text. I'm just saying. Because I can't sit here just because everybody say his computer say the mama got to show text. You feel me? He said Ashley also texted me to tell me our relationship was over and she was moving back to the East Coast. You gave up on us this past week. I felt something was amiss, and then you finally told me that your sadness was associated with your feelings of not being able to have children. Then it all made sense. I gave you grace, and then you come right back at me. I asked you to calm down. You refused previously. You threw a snowboard helmet at my face, and your behavior was concerning me. So I decided to leave the situation. I'm devastated for us. She said, you refused to talk to me. Yes, I reviewed the pictures and the text messages. They are very telling. Why do you say that, Time Warp? The mama did say she called her. Okay, Summer? Something not right with Ashley's parents. I been said that. It's crazy the mom and her texting like they were girlfriends and not mom and daughter. Now the concussion can make you a little bit loopy sometimes. I will say that much. Hey, oh, he said, however, I got on the phone with her and she asked me to come back to the house, so I did. When I entered the house, she began to cry and admitted to me that she was terrified she was not going to be able to have a baby with me and that I would leave her. I held her and told her it was going to be fine, that I would never leave her, that I bought a ring so we could get married, and that I was committed to her. The next day, it was like a switch flipped in her. She was completely back to normal. She had me pull over on the side of the road to joyously run through a green field. I see Ashley, real pretty, in a green field. She said because the pictures started shedding light on her behavior. They definitely are a time warp. I must admit, in Zanzibar, Ashley's erratic behavior returned on April 6th. Right when we arrived at the Zuri Zanzibar Resort, one day after her birthday, the first of several public outbursts happened at lunch on April 6th with a server present. In the 2 days that followed, we engaged in a series of heated discussions in our villa as well as in public areas, instigated by three outbursts. Ashley's behavior had grown even more bizarre than the behaviors I observed in Bend, Oregon. She was chain smoking cigarettes. Ashley didn't smoke. She woke up and drank a bottle of white wine immediately. I never seen her drink in the morning, except maybe a glass of wine or mimosa at brunch. This was not Ashley at all. This was someone else. He said, I have not and will never yell and scream at you in public. You put your hands on me yesterday. You threw a snowboarding helmet at my head at point blank range. You screamed in public multiple times in Bend and now in Zanzibar. You really don't see the issue here, do you? Yes or no? She said, this really not a conversation I will continue to have over text. When and if you're ready to speak either on the phone or in person, that is fine. You not hearing my point of view. I keep hearing yours and acknowledge them. He said, I just asked you a yes or no question. Ooh. Because pictures started shedding light on her and her text. Yes, he got the messages, y'all. He got receipts. Throughout our time in Zanzibar, Ashley demanded that I take the engagement ring back from her, insisted that I call the engagement off. I declined every time and told her I wanted her to be my wife. She took the ring off and placed it in a safe in the villa. Eventually, I was able to calm her down enough so that we could at least go and enjoy the beach together. And what proved to be a pleasant escape from reality, Ashley wanted to shoot some content of her riding horses on the beach. So we getting ready and we headed down there. When we arrived, she forgot the ring and she wanted it in her photos. She went back to the villa but forgot the code to the safe. She came back frustrated, but I told her I'd get it and not to worry. When I arrived in the room, I sent her a picture of the safe showing the time delay remaining so she'd have sense when I returned to Kama. This is what he said. He said you need to sign a paper at the front desk. Just come back when you're ready because you entered the wrong code 5 times. The safe locks for 10 minutes. There's still some time left. I have to wait. He said, where are you? The following is one of the photos of me and Ashley together. She requested that the bystander take some pictures of us in true Ashley fashion. She was directing the production while still displaying the ring. Shortly thereafter, Ashley and I were chilling out on lounge chairs in the sand. When it was time to go, I got up to walk to the bar to pay our bill. At this moment, Ashley began another outburst that drew the attention of nearby security personnel. I told her I was simply going to pay the bill and pleaded with her to remain calm. She decided she would go back to the villa, and I told her I would stay behind to watch the sunset. When Ashley left, I decided to contact the Zuri Zanzibar guest services via WhatsApp to inquire about a separate villa. He said, okay, we'll be there. Asante, thank you. We have booked it for you already. He said, hello, do you have any villas or rooms for rent tonight until Friday? Hello, Mr. Joseph. Thank you for your message and interest to our villas. For tonight, we only have 3-bedroom oceanfront villa available until Friday. Another option is from tomorrow for the suite jacuzzi with ocean 1-bedroom living room view available till Friday. He said, how much is the 3-bedroom per night? She said the 3-bedroom per night is at $5,600. So per night for the 3-bedroom, $5,600. He said, I then walked back to the villa, and after taking a shower, Ashley initiated another heated discussion. It was at this moment that I finally told her, okay, give me the ring back. The engagement's off. She reacted by yelling, smashing lamps and glassware in the room, and telling me, amongst other things, I hope I choke and die here tonight. During this time, someone from the neighboring Villa 24 contacted the front desk, letting them know that a couple in Villa 25 was having a disagreement. Within minutes, 4 security guards showed up at Villa 25. Suddenly, Ashley became entirely calm and explained to the security there was no issue and that everything was fine. Even going on to say to them, as the woman in this situation, I will let you know if there was something wrong. At this point, the head of security asked if we needed some time or separate villas. I volunteered to get a separate villa and explained to them I was already in touch with guest services over WhatsApp, which Joe is showing after they left the beach. After they left the beach, y'all, Joe got a receipt up that he's asking for a separate villa. He's telling security, I already asked for a separate villa. He said, my bag's already packed. I left and headed to the receptionist desk, handed off my key for Villa 25, and received my key for Villa 65. Once safely apart from Ashley at the receptionist desk, Ashley's mother, Yolanda Indris, tried calling me and texted me that Ashley wouldn't answer her phone calls and that Ashley was texting terrible things. Mm, 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 mm. So I missed one. Somebody said, did you take her things or is it still in her room? He said, it's possible some of my stuff is there, but I have most of my things. What room is she in? He said, is she not responding to you? She's texting me. He said, Villa 25. She said, she is texting me terrible things and won't answer the phone. Is it possible to fly out tomorrow? Mm, 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 mm. What y'all think about that? Ashley mama texting Joe's phone. Now, Miss Yolanda, you didn't say that. You didn't say you was texting dear Joe. See, y'all can't be leaving shit out and tell part of a story. You get what I'm saying? And the person in my line, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Is it not text and times and everything and dates to match, purse? Because all Miss Yolanda got to do, come back, show her phone. But I don't want to see phone. I need you to go to Apple or wherever. I need receipt. She said, I see it. Mom knew something was wrong. I then headed down with Zuri staff to my new Villa 65. I then started to receive incredibly disturbing texts from Ashley, stating her clear intent to take her life. I tried calling multiple times, but she wouldn't pick up. I begged and pleaded with her to no avail. She said it was a text. He said, no need for flight info. She said, take care of your kids. I wish you the best in the rest of your life. Because remember, the mama said, is there a possibility that y'all can fly out tomorrow? She said, no need for flight info. Take care of your kids. I wish you the best in the rest of your life. Because remember, Joe done took the ring. Shaking my damn head. Sounds like they want us to believe Ashley unalived herself. We said the mama knew something. I don't know, LaShondra. Like I said, I can't make you change your mind, but what I'm looking at, I can't deny what I'm looking at. Because the mama told Joe, is there any way y'all can fly out tomorrow? Because she said Ashley was texting a terrible shit. So Joe done text her. She said, no need for flight info. Take care of your kids. I wish the best in the rest of your life. She said, sorry I wasn't enough. I tried my best. Goodbye forever. Remember me as someone who cared. Don't let anyone. She said, I didn't like carry my casket. No attempt this time. Goodbye, Joe. She said, putting you out of your misery. He said, please call me. She said, please leave me be. He said, I keep calling you. She said, stop. It was at 10:30, y'all. Joe said, I'm begging you. 10:31. Please. 10:31. Please answer my call. 10:31. Please answer the phone. 10:32. You scaring me and your mom and everyone who loves you. 10:33. I'm begging you. 10:33. Let me go back up. Because the mom texted at 10:29. Okay? 10:29. This is 10:33. He said, you scaring me and your mom. Answer the... He done put in all the calls. Outgoing. 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 He called it 2029, 2030, 2031, 2032, 2034, and 2035 unanswered calls. I still don't know. She said, damn, I got chills looking at what I'm seeing. Me too. Did you catch when she said no attempt this time? Yup. She did. She did. She said no attempt at this time. It was 10:22. And she said, goodbye, Joe. Last text, and that was at 10:22. Last response was 10:30. She said, Joe said, I keep calling you. She said, stop. He said, I also called her villa directly 3 times by pressing 1, plus the villa number 25. She never answered. Her last communication to me was simply the word stop. Authorities said, so this is TMZ, Charlie Neff said, authorities said when you were at the Zanzibar hotel, there was some kind of disagreement and you two ended up in different rooms. Can you clarify what happened? He said, my answer to the previous question sets the record straight on what really happened. She said, at that time, there was a great deal of speculation about what happened. Her parents told me they felt Ashley's death was suspicious and that she didn't have mental health problems. What do you think about those comments? I was just about to say that seems like Joe was texting himself. Wait, he said, but how do we know Joe wasn't texting himself from her phone? Just a question. Well, if y'all go back, but I don't know, Joe was with the person at the desk or whatever, and he said he kept calling. He said by the time he was getting his keys to 65 is when the mama had texted him or whatever. This ain't for me to change our mind again. This is just Joe's side of the story. At the time, there was a great deal of speculation about what happened. Her parents told me that they felt Ashley's death was suspicious and that she didn't have mental health problems. What do you think about those comments? Joe said, well, as a parent myself, I empathize with her parents in the deepest possible way. I find these comments utterly confusing. The devastating reality was that Ashley, who was a truly wonderful but tortured soul, did suffer from visible, evident, and significant mental health problems. Moreover, to anyone who insists on believing against our reality that Ashley's death was suspicious, I would suggest that they watch Deputy Director Chimbura's June 4th press conference, in which he left zero doubt that Ashley's death was tragically by suicide. So he dropped all those interviews. The family insinuated you had something to do with her death. What do you have to say to that? He said any insinuation that I had anything to do with Ashley's death is categorically false, defamatory, and malicious. She said, given the speculations that surround this case, I want to ask you directly, did you ever threaten, abuse, or have any intention of harming Ashley? He said, I would never harm any woman in any way. That includes Ashley. Absolutely not. Never. In fact, her family knew this, as demonstrated by text messages between Ashley and her mom in 2025 when Ashley accidentally lost my credit card. She said the dad wanted to say more, and the mama cut him off and talked him over. Now, the mama did say Ashley texted her or called her. I can't remember. She sure did. She definitely did, Candy. You ain't lying. So, we can't sit there and say Joe lying because the mama said she texted her. The mama said she texted her. The mama just never said what Ashley said. Because I always said, I wonder. See, that's why I say it's LaShondra. The mama said Ashley definitely texted her. But the mama never would say what Ashley texted her and said. And Joe said, when the mama said it, she said, Ashley's texting me some terrible things. I call BS. It's being cases when the suspect will MK. It looked like it's the other person texting, but it's really Suspect the whole time. Really the suspect. Hey, Smurfette. I'm just saying. Candy said it. The mama said it. I'm gonna play the mama's interview tomorrow. But the mama said it. She said that the daughter texted her. Now, if y'all go back to them lives I did, I said, I wonder what she texted her mama. Cause at this point, put it on the floor. If I could say a man murdered my daughter, I'm putting it on the floor. You feel me? He said, she said, so this April 9th, 2025, she said, hey, what's going on? No look at the valet, and they helped me search the car. I got to rip the Band-Aid off. He's not mad at all. He was like, well, now you don't have a credit card till the new one gets here. LOL. Me panicking for nothing. Your girl is traumatized. She said, it's been a traumatic ride for me. Laughing my ass off. Why were you traumatized? He's not a violent man or doesn't lash out or anything. Why would you be scared? I was scared because it's my first credit card he's given me. I did, however, tolerate Ashley becoming physical with me on more than one occasion, including in being. She also confided with me that she had been in multiple abusive relationships with other men. Now, let me say this, and it's not in defense of Joe. I took my abuse into other relationships because I did not give myself time to heal. I always felt like I could not be alone. And the thing is, when people say take your time and heal, I understand that now. But I became the abuser. I was abused so much. I thought fighting was, being physical was normal. And I lost so many good men because of that. I was physical. I was very abusive. I was never healed. And it wasn't just even that, it was mental. I was always cussing somebody out, taking things out on them. You know what I'm saying? I never seen the good in anybody else for a long time after that abusive relationship. Since he is putting it out, receipts out now, if I was the mom, I would put out mine as well if I thought it was a problem. Exactly. Exactly, Queen Butterfly. Love, I don't know if you listening to the receipts or not. I don't know what you're talking about. Exactly, Queen Butterfly. I would. But the mama did. We can't take away the fact that the mama did say Ashley did text her that night. And boom, he showed it. And y'all know why Joe showed it? Because Joe said he still pays for that beat. Joe got her phone. Okay? After Ashley was discovered, she was still alive and was taken to the hospital where she died the next day. The family said during that time you were distant and they found that odd. Do you feel you were distant? He said, while Ashley's family is entitled to their feelings, the reality that is that I was entirely preoccupied with trying to save Ashley. During this whole period, I did everything in my power to assist the doctors and nurses frantically working to keep Ashley alive. I even created a shared Google document that I used to constantly update Ashley's family with every bit of information as I was coordinating with multiple doctors, hotel staff, and even medevac service provider at Nairobi. I know that they received this Google Doc that had all the information in it because they shared it with other members of the family and friends who requested to access it. God damn it, y'all. Y'all told us, wait a minute. Didn't they? Mm, 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 mm. Top Warp, talk to me. Paris, whoever's looking at this, talk to me. Talk to me. Come on, LaShonda. I mean, the receipts are here. What is this message saying that y'all deleted? I can't even view the message. That's why he put access on the document to be viewed. What you mean, Time Warp? Explain. I thought they said Joe was acting weird and that this, that, and some more. Ain't that what they said? And it say, share notification for the Google document sent to Ashley's family. Share notification for the Google document Joe used to update Ashley's family in real time during her family hours. He said AMREF flying doctors documentation for the medical meta evac coordination out of Nairobi. She said, when you play the interview, thank you, Smart Fed. Thank you, sis. She said, when you play that interview, watch the daddy. He looks like he wanted to say so much more. Hey, Chrissy. Then the wardrobe closet was about the same height as Ashley. Do you have any regrets on how you handle things? He said, I regret that I couldn't alleviate Ashley's deep mental anguish and pain sooner. She shared numerous deeply disturbing things with me in the weeks and days leading up to her death, and she spiraled quickly during that time. I wish I could have brought her over from the darkness into the light. We were told that Ashley's family did not invite you to her funeral. Were you aware of this? Although we had been in communication during Ashley's final hours, Ashley's mother never reached out to me after April 9th, and her father never reached out to me after April 10th. I decided to respect their desire for distance. Moreover, my priorities was to get Ashley's remains home and to cooperate with authorities to assist them in their investigation. There was simply never any form of communication from her parents and any other members of her family with me. Respect to the he said of her family with me with respect to the funeral. Would you have gone? He said absolutely. Have you done anything to honor her since her passing? He said yes. I was assisting the authorities in Zanzibar with the investigation. I was unable to attend her funeral. I was still in Zanzibar. So on that day, I wrote a eulogy and posted it at 11:11 p.m. East Africa time. He put the eulogy that he wrote up. I wanted to know what the dad wanted to say. But it's how Joe was moving makes him look suspicious. In my opinion, the mom knew what her daughter was going through and doing. I believe it. But I believe to keep Ashley in a good light, she didn't want to put out there that Ashley had those problems. You get what I'm saying? Because she's going through it, trying to find out what's going on and stuff like that, putting Joe in it, and you know what I'm saying, all kind of stuff. So I just, to me, looking at these receipts, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't lie with black and white. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit here and I ain't gonna let nobody else act like the mama didn't say Ashley called her and he's showing it. Ashley wanted to get married on 11/11/27, and she would always tell me it's 11/11 when it would show on the clock. Later that summer, I planned to do a very private celebration of life event in her honor. I've also begun the process of setting up a 501k foundation to properly honor Ashley's legacy and to aid others who are grappling with mental health struggles. I will be making a more detailed announcement about the 501c at an appropriate time in the near future. If you could say anything to Ashley's family, what would you say? As a father myself, I couldn't imagine how difficult it must be to lose a child. I hope that you are able to find a small measure of peace thinking about the incredible impact that Ashley made during her time on earth and the impact that her legacy will have for years to come. Ashley was my soulmate, and I will never allow her to be forgotten. I think the best friend knew too from being in communication daily. Plus, Joe looked at Ashley like she was his prey. I can understand why she wasn't saying that her daughter had mental health issues, not knowing if someone had done something to her daughter or not. I want you to now talk about the aftermath, specifically the backlash you received since her death. How has that been for you? He said, in a word, horrifying. The day after Ashley passed, I had no time to grieve as I immediately began cooperating with authorities in their investigation. I could have flown home on my own flotation on April 10th, but I skipped the flight to stay back and ensure that Ashley got home first. The legacy media and social media trolls began to run with painfully false narratives of suspicion, exaggerated the tragic situation. I began to receive a huge barrage of racially infused death threats. I still do today. Moreover, my family's safety was at risk as well as the safety of my family members, friends, employees. It's been incredibly painful to lose Ashley. The hate, the vitriol, and lies told by so many in service of the lie that I somehow had anything to do with her death had made the grief that much more difficult to comprehend. Do you feel race contributed to the hate you were and are receiving? He said, without a question. The false narrative that some members of the legacy media and online trolls decided to run with this about race, wealth, and power, not the mental health issues that afflicted Ashley. She never would have wanted this. Although Ashley was proud of her heritage, she never defined herself or others by race. She looked at everyone on their individual merits. In a way, did you understand why suspicions were coming from, even if you disagreed with them? He said, of course. As mentioned, the false story from the media was about race, wealth, and power, but I also became a Gerardian scapegoat. I'm referring to the writings of the contemporary philosopher, the late Rene Girard, and his view on scapegoating aligns perfectly with my experience. When a group of people are suffering from pain, anger, and frustration from an acute event, Ashley's suicide, they find an object to sacrifice me. And only when that object or person is expelled or eliminated do they have the strength to move on from the source of pain. They are myriad instances of Girard's scapegoating concept across history. I'm just one of many recent examples. The tragedy of this circumstance is that the focus should be on remembering Ashley's greatness and preserving Ashley's legacy. Given the suspicions that were raised, it was of the utmost importance to have an investigation into Ashley's tragic death that was comprehensive, forensic, and professional. I'm extremely grateful for the dedication and effort put in by the litany of agencies and individuals involved, including Deputy Director Chimbera, the entire Tanzania Police Force, the Director of Public Prosecutions, the Zanzibar Commissions, the government chiefs, chemist laboratory, the police, cyber forensic, the medical and autopsy staff at North Valley Hospital. He said, but last but not least, the entire outstanding team in the U.S. Department, United States Department, both U.S. and Tanzania based. Let me see what y'all saying. Red Flag Joe from Mississippi too. Only clear people know how to tie a noose. That's why she had 2 marks on her neck. If I was him, I would not have started a foundation in her name, but to donate to another for mental illness issues. So who line? That's why I need to know by Ashley being an influencer. I can see why she moved how she moved with a soft girl life. But what really happened? How did official findings affect you emotionally? Did they bring any sense of closure? He said, obviously, I already knew the truth and have been grieving the entire time. When the official findings were announced, I felt a deep sense of renewed pain, but also purpose. Ashley's story needs to be told so we can honor and cherish what she brought to this world. Her death will not be in vain. Her legacy will be preserved. How has your life changed since losing Ashley? It's been absolutely devastating and incomprehensible. None of it feels real. Ashley's death has been a nightmare of nightmares. Everything in my life today reminds me of her, and her absence is a constant reminder of the tragedy that has taken place. What do you miss most about her? Everything. Ashley has such an outsized impact on my life that there isn't a specific thing that I miss about her. I miss it all. What do you want the world to remember about Ashley Janae? I don't want the world to remember Ashley Janae. I want the world to remember Ashley Robinson, my soulmate and best friend. I want people to understand her incredible story of how she navigated life, her creativity, her intelligence, her gifts, and ultimately her love for the very select people she led into her life. The ending of her story is incomprehensible tragedy, but the chapters of her life that preceded need to be shared, and it's my mission to do just that. Mm. Mm. Have this young lady ever attempted to harm herself? That's a good question. Did I never forget his friend saying he was acting like nothing happened after she passed? Um, I don't know. I just wanted to read that with y'all. And it's I cannot tell you.com. The Ashley Janae, that's the TMZ interview. You guys check it out. Leave me a comment. It comes with receipts and stuff. This is my question. We still got questions, but this is my question. Will Miss Yolanda come out and now bring her phone and show receipts? And I don't want to see deleted or nothing. I need to see. So who posts pics of your ex, but not Ashley, the love of his life? I don't know, Candy. I mean, that was always questionable too, and stuff. We that is a question that's sitting out there and stuff like that. But I'm really interested in now. What do the family have to say since Joe has got his side? Some of the what she I don't know if Joe is ever gonna come out and say what um Ashley told him and stuff and things like that. But I do think it's more to the story for sure. The mom will not do that. She seems so reserved. I believe Joe was living a double life. I ain't posted ish of my ex. Does this still leave y'all in? I mean, I will always have questions based off of what we've seen, but listening and if y'all go and look, tell me tell me after seeing pictures and after seeing things and stuff like that, I just got questions for Miss Yolanda. I must say, you know what I'm saying? Um, my mental health was, and I spoke about this many a times on my channel. My mental illness used to be suicide. I was very suicidal for a long time, and I haven't felt it in about a year. It's been almost a year that I haven't had those feelings. Right, I definitely still have questions. I ain't never trusted nobody named Joe, male or female. So, and it's something that not everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? About me, but I just started opening up on my channel about my mental illness, and I always said when I come on, I look normal. My hair be done, my nails be done, I got my earrings, and just because I dress and get my hair done doesn't mean I'm okay. I'm bipolar. Never would I try to take myself out. Everybody ain't a smurfette though. You get what I'm saying? Everybody ain't a smurfette. Um, so it's, that's the thing. People say, "Well, I would never, I ain't, I would never." She said, I take depression pills still till today. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying for me and my mental. And I don't know why I was suicidal. I can't tell y'all why that was the first go to. Um, I'm talking about mental people don't all do that. No, not everybody. I was speaking for me in my situation. Will anybody else come out and say I've been suicidal? I don't know. Some people might feel embarrassed to say that they was in that kind of mental state. I was in that mental state, and I'm okay to talk about it because it might be somebody I can help with my. She said, I mean, Ashley, mental illness is an invisible sickness. Okay, smart fat. Yeah, I'm just saying for me, I think I mask it pretty well too. And that's something that I didn't want to do as of last year when I first shared it. That I just didn't want to mask it anymore. Cause masking it makes it worse. Cause you're fighting this demon in this dark place. And I used to just be in the room forever, y'all. When I get off the live, all the blinds will be it's daytime. All the blinds are closed, and I just wanted to be in a dark space. I never really opened up the blinds until maybe almost a year ago. I opened up the blinds, let the sunlight come in, don't again. And when my mother passed, it was really worse and stuff. She said everybody's different. People who know me think I live a perfect life and have a great marriage, not knowing I was ready to take my own life. She said they try to use that, sis, because one day we'll be in God's glory as light, and all of our pain and suffering will be over. I lost my nephew to that. Praying for you. And my cousin Lamont just passed away from suicide back in March, even though I'm questioning it, but you just don't know what a person's going through. And I never thought to hurt me or anybody else, but I can go to Tiki Boom Boom. I'm a Gemini, so mental, and this is not a joke. She said that's like they tell you to always check on people you think they're the strongest. Hey, Butterfly Boys. Hey, y'all, just coming in. Did I miss much? Yep, you about missed all of them. And it is true. That's why, people really, you got to check on somebody. And, one day you're here and then you're gone. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, you guys. Go check that story out. Over there, it's, I cannot tell you.com, the TMZ interview with, Joe McCann. You guys check it out. Leave a comment in the comment section. Just know mental illness is real. And right now is the time to talk about it. It's nothing to be embarrassed about and things like that. You can help so many. You can help your child, your loved one, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your father, your mother, and stuff. Just by talking about it, it's time to talk about it so people don't feel like they're by themselves and things like that, and they can make that connection with that next person and listen and get some help, get the help that they need. We never know what the next person is going through, so always be kind. Someone said facts, Chrissy, facts, because people always thought I was such a strong person. We need to be checked on as well. And that's how I be in here. Like I used to be like, well, I'm just one person. And, even doing lives was being overwhelming and stuff. And I just tell the moderators, like, please don't send me nothing and stuff. And when I get into those modes, I'm getting into that dark space. Like, it's like a light switch. It really is like a light switch. It's on and off, on and off. And I hated that about me. I hate that more than anything about me. If I'm insecure about nothing else, I hate feeling like I'm on and off and don't know what causes it. My youngest calls me Superwoman, but to be honest, my kids keep me strong. She said, yes. She said, finally someone speaking up about that. She said, amen, because everyone got something going on up there. Those that state they don't are the ones that I really worry about. First step is admitting. She said therapy is awesome. It is. When everyone first heard about this case, they took it to a racial way and other ways instead of speaking about the mental health. It is true. Now, I'm one of those people. My mother suffers from schizophrenia from watching her father unalive her sister in front of her. Yeah, some things, a lot of it too comes from trauma. Most people's come from trauma and stuff like that. They sister, they brother being unalive, their mother, their father going through something tragic and stuff like that, and it triggers something in you. That's why I said that everybody outside walking the streets that look homeless, they're not on drugs. Some people lost their only child and never got justice and lost their mind. You get what I'm saying? Some people lost their husband and their wife and everybody turned their backs on them. Lost their house and didn't know no other way to go, just grieving. Some people out there walking in grief. And sometimes grief can do something to your chemical imbalance. Drugs can do stuff to your chemical imbalance. Mental health is real. My mother has always been physically there, but mentally my mother isn't there. Yes, some people just been through a lot. My aunt was drugged. It was never the same after that. Life be life, and mental health is very serious. That's why I always try and say a kind word. You never know what somebody's going through. Every One of you are brilliant. You are stunning. You are essential. Thank you, Smart Fed. And for real, when I used to go live back then, the people in the chat like y'all didn't know that y'all was helping me. Sometimes I would go live because I would be a second away from taking myself out. And people would come in my chat and be like, thank you, Miss Parker, you helped me. And deep down inside, I would be crying so hard on the inside. My stomach would be in knots because I'm like, they don't even know that I was just ready to end it all. I was just ready to end it all. And sometimes I thought God would bring me to this computer. I always feel like God would bring me to this computer. And I would ask him, I would look up to the sky and say, why are you doing this to me? Why not let me go? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yes, a lot of PTSD and depression. Yes. Yes. So, I don't know, you guys. I can't get mad at this man for sharing his side. We always want to hear from the other people and got questions and stuff like that. And we got to be able to let people tell their story. Starting today, for me, I got to let people tell their side. I do. Now, do I got questions? Yes. But I got to be able to let people tell their side. I speak on this in my content. Nervous breakdown, know the signs. Yes. Sometimes just saying good morning, how you doing today could make someone's day. You never know. Yes. And I'm learning to catch myself when I get in those places and stuff like that. It used to be time where, I had to be checked on. It'd be time where I just lay in that bed forever. I get up, take my shower and stuff. Go downstairs just to eat. But the bed was all I knew. My legs would be so sore. My body would be so sore. Because I was letting myself go, you guys, in here. With the earrings popping and the hair done, nails done, everything done. But that clothes and shoes don't make shit go away. Hair don't make shit go away. I do shit like that to get out. That's why I was overspending and stuff like that. I had to get out of here. And on top of that, I'm a recovering addict. Man. Yeah, I'm having a wonderful day, April. Thank you. Thank you, Tom Ward. Right, Press. If you do not have a good support system, please reach out. I do, Smart. God bought me a lot of a lot of supporters. A lot of supporters. And that's why I told Miss Melissa today, sometimes I think I want to thinking that God's bringing me these people to bring awareness to people, but I think that he's bringing awareness to myself. And I told her that today. I was like, I think God brought you here for me. I would show up with my cup empty and leave with it full because of the love you spread. Oh, thank you, Purse. I appreciate that, baby. Yes, I suffered that a couple years back. I would slip into depression, eating and sleeping. Yeah, that's all I knew, Kiki. I was huge. Y'all know I'm 214. Last year I was 250. I've never been that big. I was what? How many pounds is it away from being 300 pounds? I've never been that big. Then I can blame the slim shady shit on the drugs, but I ain't never been that big. Cause I didn't know nothing else. Sleep, shit, and eat. Even when y'all don't see me come live, I be in a little that's when I be, you know what I'm saying? Now, most of the times now, not so much of a dark place. I use that to gain back my mental stability. I really take time off now to gain back my mental stability. Because I know sometimes doing this will send me into that too. Just doing a story, I'll get depressed. Other people's pain make me, I don't know. Hearing about these kids and stuff, sometimes y'all think it's easy for me. Y'all think that's easy for me? Man, it sends me. And I done cursed God, y'all, many a times. In this same chair I'm talking to y'all, and I cursed God many a times. Because I felt like I was being punished for him making me talk about this kind of content. The breast cancer, so much. Like, what you got going on with me? Like, dang, like, people think it's about the clicks and views. I curse God. Y'all know how many times I say y'all want to give up? But God won't let me. I love the hold he has on me now, but I hate it at the same time. Miss Parker, you had me breastfeeding cancer. What you mean? Oh, thank you, April. But you know, Time Warp, it's easy for y'all to say, but when you go through mental stuff, it's hard to gravitate what others are saying. I'm being honest on my end. Okay, Kiki. Not for real. And sometimes some things are easier said than done. You heard me? No disrespect. It's good, Smart Fat. It needs to be more content done on mental illness. It do. And I never wanted to be that person to send somebody over the edge like poor Rizia. Poor Rizia off of TikTok. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. I cried for that girl because I was like, that could have been me. You did, Tom Ward. Yeah, I'm a breast cancer survivor. And when my mama died, I used that as an excuse to, like, let me go up there and be with her for a long time. I feel like I didn't have purpose. I feel like my kids was, I always said, I told God on my knees, the last chemo, I was like, just let my kids, because I wasn't taking the chemo, I wasn't doing right. They was just cutting on me here and there. I'm losing my hair, I'm losing my nails. I ain't got no lashes, I ain't got no hair, I ain't got no toenails, I ain't got no fingernails, I'm half a titty short. What the fuck? Like, boy, look, let my kids graduate and you can do whatever you need to do with me. Let my baby graduate. I start instilling with my kids at that time to look out for each other. They all they got. They all they got. I was instilling everything. I was really just being so transparent about my life, how they can't depend on nobody. Man, when I say my baby girl must have took what I said into that day, baby, she jack all trades at 22. She got her LLCs, got her own cleaning business. She graduated dental school. She done certified, can do kids' teeth, the babies. She's going for her adult certificate to do adult people's teeth. She done started doing her and nails and the cupcakes. I put her cupcakes and shit back her. She was trying to open a bakery. Baby, I mean, when I said if it didn't go to nobody, it went to her. Because I told them ain't nobody going to take care of y'all like I do. And I needed them to understand everything I was going through mentally, what I put them through my drug addiction. I left nothing. I left no stones unturned for my kids. I don't owe nobody on this motherfucker nothing. I don't owe nobody in life an explanation but them. And they all understood. They all understood. Okay? I was in here crying so bad just last week. I told my kids I want to go be with the dead big bro. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about Derek tomorrow. I want to get to some things. I'm in tune with some friends, and I'm still in touch with Zappa. So I want to talk about some stuff with Derek. Girl, Smurfette, she gets on my nerves, but I love her. Baby, 1 minute I said I don't know what you into today. But my baby got her LLC, and my baby didn't just get her LLC. She getting her shit so she can go across the United States and do her thing. I ain't never been so proud of her. My next to the oldest got her LPN. Niche CNA, she's taking her, doing her, going to school. My autistic son, like I said, he's amazing. Don't give up on your autistic kids, okay? Let me say that. He's not retarded. But he's special in a beautiful kind of way. Because I keep thinking about that girl telling that man that my son was retarded. That's when black people don't have knowledge of autism and stuff like that. It's not retardation because my son made straight A's. Okay? And graduated University of Louisville. Shall I post pictures? Shall I post pictures? And been an accountant at a bank since graduation. Okay? And been on his own. Ain't never asked me for a dime, but my kids take damn good care of me. Damn good care of me. Y'all hear me? Ain't shit I really need. I just don't use them. You feel me? Ain't shit I can't ask my kids for and they won't do it. I just don't do it. Know that and know that. Time Warp was just telling me today because she was in touch with my next to the oldest, right? And Time Warp was like, she so respectful, like, and she said, ain't nothing in this world you will want. She's giving it to you. I know, Time Warp, you feel me? I know. My baby called me last week and said, you going to Hawaii next year? Because they know I always wanted to go to Hawaii. I'm paying for you to go to Hawaii. Y'all know how many trips I done canceled? How many cruises my kids done wanted to pay for right then and there? You going on, I said, I ain't going on no water. Okay? I have an autistic daughter and very smart, and she already know I don't play about none of my kids, okay? I got 5 girls. My kid's grown. My baby's grown. My babies are grown. Shit, I told Poppy the other day, I said, happy 24th. He said, Mom, I'm 25. I said, hell, I got too many kids. Shit, you know what I mean. Shit. Long as I remember y'all birthdays. Long as I remember y'all birthdays. Okay? But throughout everything, my message is for all the single mothers and any girl that been through something and felt like they was less than nothing, man. We are somebody. It ain't how you fall down, it's how you get back up. And my babies know. I don't give a fuck what I gotta do. We gonna have it. I'ma make a way. I'ma make a way for me and mine. Always have, always will. But see, they watched me grind so hard. Whether it was, you know what I'm saying? How about they see me do it? Hustle, grind, whatever whatever they thought I was doing to make sure they was good. They knew I did it and still do. Okay, so you know, and it's okay when you just got peanut butter, no jam. It's what you make of it, peanut butter. Okay? And that goes to all the women and men out there that are suffering and going through something and feeling like they're not capable of anything. Yeah, we are. And I had to learn through that process of being patient too. Boy, I was one of them that felt like everything had to come quick and I give up. But God didn't give up on me, so I had to learn patience. I'm still working on that too. Just saying. But y'all go over there and check out that if y'all didn't get to check it out, I'm like Purse and Time Warp looking at the story with Joe. Definitely, you know, and stuff is questionable. Um Everything that happened over there in Zanzibar, but at the same time, I had to apologize to Joe McCann, and it is ICannotTellYou.com for that story. If you be faithful with a few things, God will make you a rule over many. That's a blessing, April. I have twin girls that will be 6 in September. Oh, y'all, and I talked to what's his name? Time Warp, with the Carmelo stuff that I did the live about. Y'all, I was talking to him, right? And when I say talking, I do mean text, right? And I wanted him to come on the show, and he was like, maybe. He was like, but I'm getting death threats. Man, leave that man alone. Why people be coming in my chat and talking about people lying? Let me tell you something. You don't get death threats. You don't get death threats unless you are speaking on something truthful, and people only try to shut up the truth. Yeah, Secret Sam. Shout out to you, Secret Sam. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. A huge fan of Secret Sam. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Sam is hitting nerves. Because they trying to figure out how Sam is getting this stuff. How Sam get that? Ain't it Time Warp? They trying to figure out how old Sam, Secret Sam over dropping them gems. Yeah. They won't take the boy out. Leave that man alone. Okay? Hey, SD, what's going on? Y'all, shout out to the wise man, y'all. But yeah, they trying to take Secret Sam out, y'all, because he's over telling the truth. I told y'all the truth hurts. It really does. What you got going on, SD, on this good Saturday night? It's great storm here, y'all. I heard thunder. I said Saturday. It's Friday. Damn. But on this good Friday night, y'all, I'm about to call it a night. That lets you know the truth hurts. Man, he's over there dropping so much. Time Warp, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Anybody that's speaking out is gonna get a threat. Okay? Anybody that's speaking out about Carmelo is going to be threatened, especially if they're exposing stuff like that. Hold on, SD. Let me mic you up. Even though you ain't gonna come through like that. You just got home. What's up? SD, drop your channel if you want to. Rainbow here on Atlanta. Don't rush the days in this park. I'm not. It already rained here. It already rained in Florida. Oh yeah, Secret Sam is covered. He knows a lot of them. Candy, they don't want the truth out because see, now that the gag order's up, everything's coming out. What the cheerleader said about the twins, the people that seen the actual footage. You know what I'm saying? The people that seen the actual footage, not the people that speculating. The people that actually see the footage. Why wasn't they? Those are questions that it's gonna take his new attorneys to get. You get what I'm saying? We gotta wait until they get the appeal and everything started. And let me play this video for y'all. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it for y'all. I'm gonna see if I can play it. So them twins know karate. They know jiu-jitsu. Yeah, they know jiu-jitsu. It's called jiu-jitsu. Let me see. Man says let me write this out, y'all. White supremacy. Did y'all see that live about the white supremacy? Hold on, y'all. Y'all gotta see this one. Where is it at? He said that the white supremacy is waiting, that it's money on Carmelo's head. He said it's money, they're just waiting on him to get to this certain jail. They did say that he's in protective custody. Let me see. So a woman came out, she said she works there, or yeah, I think she said she works there, and she said that he's in protective custody. But they said that they got word of them trying to do something to him. Just typing away. Oh, okay. Them twins was bullied from elementary up. They was definitely bullies. What, SD, what? Just get my notifications. You in live again. Yeah, Natisha. It's a witness as well. That was neither party friend, but saw what was going on. Did you send it to me? Samad? What unit is he in now? I don't think they're telling that, SD. Somebody did go live in. I think they said where he was, like, so people can send him money and stuff like that, or write him and stuff. But and the twins' daddy's mad because he know what type of kids he had. Secret Service. Sometimes protective custody is worse than being in population. No, his mom put it up. Oh, so they ain't telling they not telling where he is. I think that's safe. But I do think they was trying to unalive him. I do. Let me get to this interview, y'all, while we here. I ain't got nothing else to do. I should drink one of my cut waters for real. I got some stuff to do tomorrow though. I had got an important phone call while I was live. Let me see if it'll come up. Yeah, they was trying to take him out, SD, straight up. They was definitely trying to take it out. Oh, let me see what D.L. Hughley said, y'all. Hold on.
News, I'm Janaba. You people hang your hat on the dumbest I've ever seen. Let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all was trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you?
Watermelon Felon. And not that he said, okay, let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. Matter of factly, sir, You know you fucked up, right? Because you're only painting the picture. You're only painting the picture that Austin them was racist, like you. Let me make up, don't nobody make up shit racist so y'all can go viral. But if you was really grieving Austin like you said, y'all won. Let white America tell it, y'all won. So why are you ranting? They're ranting because they did not want black people to step up afterwards. They wanted black people to hush. Let him do his 35 years. Because remember, he said, even before I die, I'm making a tape. Miss Parker, that's my favorite movie, Friday. Hey, Justin. Yeah, when people show you who they are, believe them, man. You hear me? Do y'all hear me? His interview was 3 hours. Yeah, he wanted to go. Man, y'all know he couldn't wait for that gag order. Y'all know how Judge Roach said, don't do it, Jeff. Don't do it, Jeff. I'm going to have to put a gag order on you. You know they was sitting up at that golf club, at that country club, having that scotch, and they was calling us all kind of niggas and monkeys, and he says, I got something for those niggers when they think they're about to, I'm going to go in here, and Judge Roach said, you can't do that, Jeff. I only got 6 months until I retire. Now we're going to convict him. We're gonna set it up like that. We got this. You gotta let us handle our business, Jeff. With they good country talking ass, you gotta let us handle our business. You gotta let us do it the right way. We already selected the jury. We're gonna let these niggers know they're not in charge, Jeff. Well, Roach, you better, or you won't have our vote. Boy, they running that, man. Look, they gonna be running for some shit and some more. Y'all think the prosecutor ain't gonna win his seat? Very right. He said he gonna make up some racist. You can't make up nothing racist. It's in you. You cannot make up something racist. It's in you. You said you woke up feeling like $1,000,000, but I can't tell. We can't tell that your son just got justice. Your son just got justice. Your son just got justice, sir. They gave this young man who has never been in trouble with 2 jobs. While one of the Bullhorn twins breaking your arms and shit, and both of them getting full of fentanyl now. Okay? He had the audacity to say that black fatigue is real. How about he talking about baseball hats and everything? Man, look, he wasn't gonna say it to nobody black's face. He wasn't gonna say that to no. They love hiding behind that camera. Y'all heard me? They love hiding behind the camera. That I know. Hold on, y'all. Gotta charge his phone before it dies on me. Yeah, they love hiding behind cameras, baby. And Jack Lang said it. Cause see, if Jack Lang would have did something to Carmelo, he wasn't fixing to get in trouble. Cause remember, Donald Trump already exonerated him from the Capitol riot. Y'all remember? Donald Trump let him go up there to take their own out. See how white people, this is what white people got to understand. When Donald Trump let them loose to do that riot up at Washington, D.C., he didn't care about the white people that was in there. I'm happy to see these celebrities stepping up for sure.
I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night, because he's going to have many nights to think about what the f he did.
This week, all eyes have been on the Carmelo Anthony trial. when it was announced that the 19-year-old would be found guilty of murder and sentenced to 35 years in prison. Now, if you don't know about the case, Carmelo was at a track meet in his hometown last year when he was approached by fellow students, one being Austin Metcalf, and was told that he had to leave from under a tent. Now, according to reports, things would get physical after Metcalf would first push Carmelo during their argument.
They sure deleted Austin them with them knives and pow-pows, didn't they? They sure enough deleted those videos with them pow-pows and knives that they was playing with, but carry on.
Argument in which Carmelo will respond by stabbing Metcalf after warning him to not touch him. Now, as more continue to debate the case, parents of both teenagers are now speaking out. In a new interview conducted on Wednesday, Jeff Metcalf, Austin's father, would speak with outlet Jinx Reality for a nearly 3-hour conversation about the case. Now, despite the interview appearing to give a grieving father his chance to speak, now has looked to have backfired as clips of Metcalf making racist remarks are starting to spread from his interview. At one point, Metcalf would even refer Carmelo Anthony as a watermelon felon, in his way of showing that he too can go viral.
He's the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture.
I thought the white people came in my chat and said that Carmelo had a record. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Miss Parker's gonna put her 2 cents in it. See, y'all the ones loud and wrong. They came right in here earlier. With they good putting raisins and everything ass. Talking about he had a record. No. That was the Bull Twins. Papa Cal just confirmed. Cause see, what Carmelo's people got records ain't got shit to do with Carmelo, baby. I got a record, my kids don't. Okay? Know it and know it. See, for the motherfuckers in the back that lies, Papa Cal just said he didn't have a record, but his whole family did. Well, his whole family didn't take Austin out. He did.
We'll have a Baconator, a son of Baconator, and finally.
Yeah, Tom Moore, I know.
You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
You people. He couldn't wait to say you people. Papa Cal couldn't wait to say you people. I love it. Because he's painting that picture that we need to see for Carmelo's appeal, okay?
Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all was trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you?
Hell, you can call him watermelon felon. Hell, you can't say nothing to Austin no more. I'm just being honest. You can take all this thing out, you still can't see your son. Just being honest.
I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night. Because he's going to have many nights to think about what the he did.
But would we be wrong? Would Carmelo's parents be wrong if they come and say, they hope your son is comfortable in that cold box he's in? See, we can't have double standards. We can't have double standards around here now. If we're going to speak on it, we're going to say it all. Now, we be wrong if we say we hope Austin is having a cold night in hell in that pine box. That's not nice, right? But we're going to say it because he's making it okay to say horrible things.
Now, D.L. Hughley, who has been keeping an eye on the case, would catch wind of the moment and would fire back at Metcalf for several offensive things he would say during this interview. Over on Instagram, while sharing part of Metcalf's racially driven moments, Hughley would go on to say, number 1, no parent should ever have to bury their child. Number 2, Your loss isn't a free pass to spew racist tropes, spread false racist stereotypes about black fathers, or make generalizations about you people.
Let's go. Somebody said to DL, the gag order lifted and the mask came off with it. And a lot of people wear masks. I was just talking about the mask I wore for my mental illness. I wore it forever, but that wasn't helping me. You know what I'm saying? But this mask came off in a racist way, okay?
Now, as mentioned, this interview is nearly 3 hours long and also shows Metcalf pretty much dissing everyone involved with the case. Now, despite him opening up about how he's dealing with the loss of his son, people can't help but point out his behavior during the interview. And for some, it's starting to have them question if Austin was like his father, for those that didn't know him.
Absolutely. He just like him. I told y'all the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So that's the twins' dad, SD. It's the twins, it's his Papa Cal. I call the twins bulls. The Doublemint Bulls that was just like him.
Now, to Austin Metcalf daddy, I see where he get it from. Huh? Listen, watermelon felon and all. I see where he get it from. All of the stuff that you said in this video and how you actually felt throughout this trial, that shows exactly who you are. I don't care what nobody say. You try to act like it's not about race, but it was. The entire time. And for everybody who even looked like me trying to say, oh, right is right, wrong is wrong, it wasn't right what happened to Austin Metcalf, y'all goofy.
And at first, I was like, okay, this is a grieving father. Let me share some of the clips that came from this live stream.
Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all was trying to portray.
It was that fake shit, SD. He said, I thought he was forgiving. That's what he said. He said, I'ma forgive him. You know, but you know, okay, lights, cameras, actions, okay, the lights is off now. He did that for some cash. Cause the same way again, they bringing up, they keep saying, well, they got money, they got GoFundMe. Well, damn it, Austin mama got a GoFundMe for $98,000 right now. And the father got one for almost $1 million. See, we're not going to have double standards, okay? We're not. She said, love me some watermelon, sure do, okay? I ain't never ate a papaya or none of that. But I love some watermelon, we do. But everybody black don't like watermelon. Just let's know it and know it. It's the ignorance. See, it's ignorance.
Great. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you?
And I've got more clips coming, but for any of you that are going to say this is AI, this is fake, this is literally a 3-hour live stream that you can go through and watch. Let me play another clip.
And now you want to talk shit? Oh, I've been so oppressed. You couldn't even vote. 1960.
Damn. He's even talking about us voting. He said we couldn't even vote in 1960. Oh, Papa Cal. You mad, ain't it? But I thought white America was out there proud and y'all said y'all won. This don't sound like a win to me. See, when you win, you celebrate. You ain't studying us niggers. You ain't worried about what we doing and how upset we are. Y'all supposed to be stomping boots on the ground and coming up with new line dances and new songs. And yeah. Y'all really supposed to be out there golfing. Talking about whose wife you screwing that was just golfing with you, you know? All of that. Why you not celebrating? You said you woke up feeling like $1 million. You're giving me $1 right now. This is giving me time word, summer. Queen Butterfly Candy. Ain't this giving dollar vibes? This is Dollar Tree vibes. This ain't even $5 and below. This is straight Dollar Tree vibes. I don't like it, Papa Cal. I don't like it at all.
Look how far you've come. Look at all the free shit we give you.
Look at all the free shit we give you. Look at all the free shit we ain't got our 40 acres and a mule. Is he cool? He's throwing lie after lie. We won't get, okay, Trump. Your friend said y'all giving us free shit. We want our 40 acres and a mule. Now, once they do that, they ain't gonna hear a peep out of us. We got our own crops. We got our own thing. That's why black-owned businesses never succeed. Right? Where's the free shit? I ain't never seen I ain't never seen the 40 acres or the mule. Give me the mule, goddammit. I'll take the mule. They won't even give us an acre. His ass is living on somebody black's land now. Probably that community at his Negro land or Indian. One of the two races. It's one of them. Okay? Rush me my donkey, please, and thank you. Okay? I just want my donkey. Get my jackass, and we cool.
What can I get you to drink?
They mad, ain't it? He mad. Papa Cal is upset. The scotch ain't scotching. Y'all think he should take some fentanyl like his son? It might calm him down, or maybe he's on some fentanyl.
You're not oppressed. You're fucking entitled.
Who's entitled? Who's entitled? Motherfucker, we built this shit. Y'all are the entitled ones. We made the yellow brick road that Dorothy's ass eased on down. Is he cool? We built the yellow brick road that Dorothy's ass eased on down. He's a goofy. Yeah, he's on some strong shit. He's on some. I couldn't have done powder with him back in the days, baby. He's the type to look out the window and ruin our highlight, baby. We can't. Who's great? Give him some pussy. We not. Yeah, don't fuck him. We gotta get out of here. You get his money, okay? Yeah, we gotta get out of here. Cause one thing about black people, when they get high and shit, we walkers. We don't take Ubers. We walk so fast. We like the Flintstones. You hear me? We felt like we was in a car using our feet. We gets around, but we just gonna get the hell away from Papa Cab. Very entitled, 29 months behind on the mortgage. I talk to them every day, begging for help, crying on my phone. I watched that video on Shank Live and it pissed me off. He got some more shit. I know why he said he'll feel like $1 million. He feel like $1. He feel like $1. He went from Target to Walmart real quick. You know that feeling when you go from Target to Walmart? It's a sad day. It's a sad day for Papa Cal, I tell you. It's a sad watching you, sir. We not supposed to be laughing at him, right? He's supposed to be laughing at us, but instead his ass is the class clown. Target to raw shit. Yeah, definitely. But someone will say he's saying all that because he's grieving. Nah, this ain't no grief, baby. This is straight clan shit.
You know what DEI stands for? Yeah. Means I don't have to be fucking qualified. I just have to be a certain color or a race or gender. Whose bright ass idea was that? I don't know about you, but when I grew up, there was no participation trophy. There wasn't a safe space created for me because my feelings were hurt.
Who? Take us back then. Y'all brought us over here. They went and got our ancestors. He act like it's vice versa. Y'all came and got us. After y'all came over and stole from the engines. They took from the engines, came and got carburetors from Africa and Europe. You heard me? I don't understand it. Is he big mad or is he crashing out? It's a whole crash out. It's a whole crash out, y'all. I mean, when I say a crash out, this is a crash out. Whole crash out. Damn, said she was quick. Ain't I? You know. Y'all learn how to navigate multitasks.
Now, watching this, I remind myself that Austin was a child, was being raised with somebody that's spewing this kind of mentality.
If a motherfucker, my son, I ain't doing no interview. I'm a different kind of man than you, what? And I'm taller and my dick bigger. Have a good day, short man.
Keep telling people to watch what comes out of folks' mouth when they mad. Because Austin Metcalf's father got angry and suddenly all this ugly stuff started coming out. All these names, all these insults, all this hate. And what stood out to me was even the anger. It was the fact that some people seem offended that Carmelo Anthony is still alive. Some of y'all want this story to end with 2 dead kids instead of 1. Some of y'all don't want accountability. Y'all want revenge. And those are 2 different things. The truth is, no amount of interviews, social media posts, name calling, or public outrage is going to change what happened.
So as you guys can see, a lot of people are...
Ooh, they let them have it, ain't it? They let them have it, ain't it? Hold on, y'all. I want to see if he gonna say something else. Hold on.
when to be on camera, when to not, especially when you're in an emotional state. And I just...
Hold on, y'all. We're going to hear this interview.
Hi.
Hey, Nunu sis. What's going on?
My life was forever changed. And I've had to deal with that. Megan's life has forever changed.
Megan's life changed night you put your hands on in Austin, broke your arm in about 4 different places. That's when Megan's life changed, when you beat her ass. You know? Megan's life changed then. Your life changed too. Just gotta be honest. We're gonna call it out. We're gonna call it out like he's calling shit out.
It pains me to see the pain in her eyes. And it really pains me to see Hunter go through what he has to do, be it as strong as he is, it's unbelievable.
Hunter ain't got the other bull to help him fight people and bully nobody. Shut your ass up, lying.
One of the best times, and this is a God thing. So we had the same hunting lease for 16 years. Since my boys were 2 years old.
Raising up them little evil bastards. Yeah, he beat his wife's ass. And Hunter, the Austin, the one that got unalive, he broke the daddy's arms in like 4 different places. Yeah. That's because you need to teach your children to keep their hands to themselves.
They've been going to hunt and go out, and we watch wildlife and look at deer and turkeys and see the cows, and we lived outdoors. We'd sit underneath at night at the stars, and we had an app on the phone where you could pull it up and it would tell you the constellations. And I taught them about stars and how to navigate and how sailors did it to sail the seas. And I just taught them, this is the Milky Way, that's Orion's Belt. I spent time with them. Time is the most important thing in life because you can't get it back. Because once it's gone, it's gone.
And it's funny that, hold on, let me get to his little racist rants. Let me see when he start going off. Hold on.
So we get out and we start walking. And Austin told me the night before, he said, Dad.
Hold on, y'all.
We're going to talk about Frisco ISD in a minute, but
I don't want to hear this shit.
They don't tell you. They just watch. And they learn. Oh, it's okay to do that because mom and dad do it.
Ain't that what your sons did? He said they just sit back and watch, but ain't that what his sons did? Sat back and watched them beat Maggie's ass And they became abusers and aggressive. Thank you, Nunu. Absolutely the queen. See, this is my thing. This is when people redirect shit and try to put it. Carmelo came from a 2-parent home, sir. You and Maggie divorced. You and Maggie divorced. Yeah, they divorced. After he put that beating on her ass like a slave that was running away in Austin. Damn near ripped his arm apart like a wild grizzly bird. The same thing they was hunting, that's how his son treated him. And he wants to sit here and talk about what they see. They act like what they see. Now, them your boys. Them was your boys, sir.
Trust me. You can break the chain. I'm living proof.
Absolutely. That's the only truthful thing he said. But you didn't break the chain, sir. You're living proof that, yeah, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. That they was a product of their environment.
My father was probably one of the worst fathers ever in the world.
We can tell. You was too.
That's okay. Because he taught me exactly what.
His father was the worst, but that's okay. No, it's not, sir. It's absolutely not. Hey, Casino. Thank you. He was pissing me off so bad I just started smoking and making pancakes. I don't even eat pancakes. Not making pancakes, though.
What not to do.
Well, he should have taught them boys. He should have taught them Doublemint Bulls. Because they sure didn't take a damn thing from a teaching.
As a father. And I swore to myself, I would never, ever be like that if I had kids. But I already had.
But you was. Papa Cal. Papa Cal. Papa Cal sound like Madonna. Papa don't preach. Yeah, that's what you doing. You turned out just like your dad. Yeah, you definitely turned out just like him. And your Doublemint Bulls turned out just like you and your dad.
And reserved the fact that I wasn't going to have kids. And me and God talked. I told him, okay, you're going to cut me short? Fine, deal. I'm good with it. I'm not pissed anymore.
Oh, you are
2 months
pissed.
later.
Yeah, you are pissed. You might not be pissed, you're mad. He's mad, y'all. He ain't pissed. He mad.
I'm watching the national championship game at my brother's house. Halftime. Man, come down here. What? The game. We go into the bathroom. I was like, what are we doing? Like, we can't be doing this right here in my brother's house. And she's like, no, look. And I looked down and I said, is that what I think it is? It was a pregnancy test. It was positive.
Damn, Maggie. He thought you wanted to smash and pass. He said you was a freak. He said, we can't be doing this at brother's house. And she done put the pregnancy test down there. And upset Papa Cal for real. Because he said he didn't want kids.
She was scared. I was ecstatic.
Hell yeah, I'd be scared too when you know what she knew he didn't want no kids. He already said he didn't want no kids. Something wrong with Papa Cal, y'all. Something is seriously wrong. Good night, April, baby. Something is wrong with Pops.
That day, that moment in time is one of those tact points I talked about where your life changes.
As they already know.
Changed me forever. Made me a better man. Gave me the opportunity to experience something. Unless you're a parent, you don't get it. I understood my parents way better when I became a father. My mother is 79 years old, who just retired last year and got married. Wow.
She ain't married nobody but the milkman, but I guess.
Mom, she's my rock.
Let me stop my shit, y'all. I'm gonna give me a cup of water in a minute.
You hid behind the law because you're too coward. You can't be a man to stand up and do the right thing. I showed you in your handbook. Mandatory expulsion. Murder. Mandatory attendance.
You're mad because your boys didn't get to do it first.
Policy. He didn't go back to school after April 2nd. I don't give a shit if you had the credits.
I thought his boys was the smart one. He's pissed. He's pissed because this little black boy was smart and intelligent. Papa Cal has to be stopped. Like, this is crazy. Again, I thought they won.
Didn't make the attendance. Shouldn't have been able to graduate.
He did.
You still gave a murderer a diploma.
Oh, so I mean, if I lost my son, I wouldn't give a damn about a diploma. Oh, you're mad because y'all couldn't control the school, so y'all could control the court. And so, okay, I get it. I get this cocaine rant. Okay, now I'm understanding this cocaine rant. Okay, this fentanyl rant. This acid. Or could it be mushrooms? I don't know. It's a little something mixed with alcohol going on right now. He's mad because they gave his boy his diploma.
But yet you didn't respond to my ex-wife's email till...
They emailing the school, y'all pissed. Are you fixing to let that nigger walk? Because if that nigger walks, I'm taking Hunter up at that school. So let me know now, is that nigger gonna walk? He walked. He earned his diploma. The fuck who he think? Man, come on. He tried and the school blocked him on every corner. Yeah, poor Ting. Yeah, this cocaine rant is horrible. And he probably had the good shit.
After the elections, you waited over 30 days to respond with a callous...
Y'all heard what he said? Boom, there it is. He said, after the elections. It's political, y'all. It's that white political shit. Oh, yeah, he said after the... What the election got to do with this? See, he's telling. You got to pay attention to words. You got to listen. Words matter. I tell y'all that all the time. Words matter. Thank you for the flow state. Words matter, y'all. All of this matters. He said, y'all waited till after the election.
Incompassionate response that just showed how shallow you were. And then when I got to meet you face to face, you little bald-headed piece of shit, you sat there, looked me in the eye and said, I didn't fold. Well, who did?
Ooh, they said, I didn't fold. Who did? So you admitting that y'all was paying people. Oh, Papa, you on that good shit. He on that good cocaine, baby. This that good cocaine. Only good cocaine make you tell. Cause that bad coke, it pisses you off. You ain't even got words to say. It twist your mouth up and it be too much baking soda. It is too much baking soda. Hey, Passion. Thank you for the style. Yeah, his shit ain't got no baking soda. This is pure. It's fresh off the boat. Yeah, he said, I didn't fold. I wonder who at the school said they didn't fold and got the snitching.
Did. The buck stops with you. You're the superintendent. Thank God you're no longer here.
He said the bucks stop with you. Y'all heard him? He said the buck stops with you. Oh, y'all was funding the school, Papa Cal. Oh. To the school, Papa Cal said the buck stopped. And now, thank you for the Sunday SD. Oh, listen, I haven't walked my goldfish in a long time, but he making me not walk your goldfish, baby. Leave Nemo in his tank.
Everyone thinks you did such great things for Frisco? Really? Then why do we have declining enrollment? Why are we losing funding? Because of populations.
They didn't lose nobody but Austin. The school didn't lose nobody but Austin. Now when they let the black boy walk, now it's, oh baby, yeah, y'all won't worry about this till they lost Austin. Okay?
And growth displacement. Why are we having people homeschool their kids more? I can tell you, because Frisco ISD is no longer what it used to be. Just like this town is no longer than what it used to be.
Because it's getting populated with niggers. It's getting overpopulated with blacks, guys. Papa's upset. So he's saying the superintendent folded, then he had to go. Yeah, did you hear it, the queen? That's why I said you gotta listen to everything. You gotta listen to everything. That's what he said.
Now, I'm not here to talk about H-1 visa fraud or different ethnic groups who have decided to invade Frisco. Everyone can live where you want to live.
He said decided to invade. I ain't talking about them, but for those that decided to, didn't I say the community was getting full of niggers in all of Collin County? Yeah. Yeah, this the interview.
But this complexity of this city.
Anything to drink?
And a Coke.
Oh, he telling me. I like when white people get angry and tell. I do. It ain't like the black people telling, but I like when white people tell. I love when they prejudice mask comes off. We needed this from him. He don't even know how bad he messed up.
Has changed dramatically. And I'm not saying it's for the better. But Frisco ISD, with the video, when they fumbled that whole ordeal, we're not going to let the police have.
When they fumbled what? I'll listen to him. Y'all, he great talk about the video. They didn't fumble. He mad because it showed that the Doublemint Bulls was just like him when he beat Maggie's ass. They were aggressive. Go ahead.
We're going to hold on to it because Frisco ISD owns it. But we're going to open it up to let people come in and view it. But you have to sign in. But you can't tape it.
Papa Cal is mad because why do you want that video? You don't want them to see the Doublemint Bulls act like you. Yeah. What you so mad for? Because I thought, come on, if the video showed that Carmelo was the aggressor, wouldn't you want everybody to see that? I'm just asking.
And then you screw it up and you let a child pedophile, convicted pedophile, view the video of kids.
He's talking about Dominique. Are you mad again? Because who they let see it ain't got nothing to do with what's on it and what's it showing. You said that Carmelo and the white people came in my chat and they're still running around all these social media sites under anybody's black comments, even the white prejudice people, in saying that Carmelo was the aggressor. So, Papa Cal, what's the problem? Yeah, they don't want us in Collin County and parts of Denton County. Hell, blame Collin County. They allow Section 8 and other black people can afford it. He all kind of cray. I told you he on that good cocaine. He's on that cocaine, baby.
Kids. You let an activist who is blatantly lying and spreading false information about me, my son, and everybody else, you let them look.
Ain't nobody lying on you. Ain't nobody lying on this piece of shit. He mad. He mad because they couldn't get it. He's mad because they couldn't put their hands. Hey, Sin. He's mad because they couldn't control the narrative that was happening at the school. Everybody got to view that tape of the Doublemint Bulls being just like him. Abusive. So what he saw in the video was accurate. Otherwise, he wouldn't be. Let's go, Passion. Let's go, Passion. Because remember, he said, and y'all let him see the tape, and he spraying all kind of lies about me and my son. Nah, stick to the tape, because you ain't in the tape, sir. But I thought the video was extra grainy.
What? Not only that, I asked him straight up who was responsible for allowing school property to be used 3 weeks after my son was murdered at the same exact stadium. After fumbling, I said, it's either you or someone else. Who is it? He said, it's me. You made the decision to let a white supremacist hold a rally on the same grounds.
Now, why is he mad at white supremacists when he just went on a whole racist rant? Okay, Sin. Why is he mad about white supremacists? You can't make it up.
My son was murdered 3 weeks prior. Everyone thought I was going to jump on board with this jackass Jake Lang. Well, guess what? My friend Bruce Carter, yeah, the big black boy with the cowboy hat on, yeah, my buddy. I said, Bruce, you have to go to my place. The DA says I can't go.
Send the nigger. Boy, I tell y'all what. Y'all always Bruce. One thing about a black person, they always let the white man use them. They always let the white man use, just like when Trey Reed was hung in that tree in Mississippi. That black man got up there and said, I was the first person on the scene. Then he said he was the second one. Hell, I ain't never seen somebody be first and second place. Did you win or you didn't win? Because first place you won. Was you the first person there or the second? Making the look. You're already telling lies. Get your lies straight before you come. He was so nervous that he was sweating, and the white news reporter got up and started calling out all the lies. And that's when he started saying, I can't answer that. You should have shut up when you said you was first and second place. When you said that you was first and second place. And when you said Trey Reed did it when the second autopsy come out, and then they said you called the family with some bullshit. Y'all went and found letters. Y'all went and got letters from the girlfriend and everything and set it up as if he, Bruce should be ashamed. Girl, Bruce ought to be ashamed. Ashamed. You hear me? Not ashamed with a D, ashamed with a T. Y'all, the school messed up. How y'all gonna let the white supremacy go out there? It's too soon. It's too soon. That's what he's saying. It's too soon. That y'all holding a Klan rally 3 weeks after. Y'all supposed to wait a month. I really do hate his son lost his life, but he's not making the situation any better. He needs to shut up. Yeah, I'm just saying. He said he sent Bruce out there, guys.
So Bruce shows up and says, hey, did you ask Jeff to use his son's image? No, Jeff stands with us. No, he doesn't. Jeff sent me.
They told on you, see? The Klan told him, Jeff stands with us. Bruce go out there looking like Bubba Gump and shit with a cowgirl hat on. Talking about gumbo, shrimp, kebab. And Jeff said he's not with y'all today. It's too soon. Oh, Bruce. We got questions.
Bruce calls me. Tells me where he's at. Tells me what's going on.
Well, hell, how did Bruce tell you where he is when you said you sent Bruce up there? Which one? Papa Cal on some good coke. Papa Cal sent up here on some good. Papa Cal just said he sent Bruce over to the clean. Now he said Bruce called him and told him where he was. What? See, that good cocaine will have you confused. It do. It really do. I'm a recovering addict. I know. That good cocaine will have you confused. And it looked like he had about 3-4 shots of scotch. The good shit. It's a horrible mixture. Horrible. Next time he do an interview, don't take shit. Don't smoke a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Don't smoke a joint. Don't even vape. I'm being honest. Like, whoever interview him, tell him don't vape or nothing. Just let you. Maybe you shouldn't have did it this long. Just keep it an hour tops. With Pops, I'd give him a good 30 minutes. Like, seriously, I wouldn't go over 30 minutes. So he can go do his shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real. His nose is redder than Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yeah, he's on that good shit.
I had no clue I was on speakerphone at that moment. So I let Mr. Lang speak, gave him his time. Talked about I should be upset and lashing out at the black people and all white people should be mad and
We'll have a Baconator?
Yeah, this is horrible. This is horrible, Papa Cal.
feeling, guys. Like I said before, I'm not racist.
Yeah, you are. You just had a whole racist rant. You took too many blows. Maybe if you, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't have took the blows. Just drink your scotch. Next time, I'll just give you that. Just drink your scotch. This is, I ain't racist. He just make you start chain smoking for no reason. Just go get you some Newports. Hey, Miss Italy girl. He don't even need no Newports. They too strong. He need a Camel. Not even a Camel. Maybe some Virginia Slims, 100s. He straight up just need a Virginia Slim. You know what I'm saying? The white ones. The white ones.
Against whites or blacks. So what I tell Mr. Lang after he spoke, he thought I was going to jump on board. We were going to have this big rally. My exact words were this. Mr. Lang, you, my friend,
love you too, Sam,
are part of the fucking problem. I don't condone what you do. I am not associated with you. Take my son's name off your website. Do not use his image ever again. I don't support you. Don't ever mention my name.
Yes, you do.
So all the black people went, oh, well, maybe he's not racist.
No,
shit.
you did that to win over. You did that to win over the Negroes. Okay? That's you guys' tactic. It's been like that, what you say yourself, for years.
Good. Like I said, if you're an asshole, I don't care. I don't like you. Jake?
We could say the same thing about you. You're definitely an ass. Yeah.
Clang is an asshole. He's a white asshole.
Oh, did he make Austin's case?
Charleston White. He's a black asshole.
Oh, did Jake make everything look really bad for you? I think Jake made him look bad and, showed their real side. He said Charleston White's an asshole. No, Charleston actually, when y'all thought y'all was playing chess, y'all was playing checkers, and he played you, Papa Cal. Checkmate, bitch.
Jackie Chan, if you don't like him, he's a Chinese, you asshole.
I know you lying. Jackie Chan ain't got a damn thing to do with this. And we gonna leave the Karate Kid up out of this shit. I know you lying to me. And I don't need the Chinese people except for Mr. Chow with his good murdering ass to get upset. Then bring all your chopsticks out and whatever else y'all be using, chopsticks. The little Chinese fat man and all that, your fans and shit. Your little bells and shit. And handle his ass like we are. Oh, I'ma sue young all y'all asses when I come to roasting Papa Cal. Okay? You leave Jackie Chan the hell up out of this. I don't like that.
It don't matter.
Not hold the
Frisco
truth.
ISD then proceeded to do this. This was the icing on the cake for me. Me and Megan went to the school board, went to the school officiating building, asked for a meeting. They granted it. And all we asked for was to have Austin's name read and give a posthumous diploma to his brother. That's it. No big hoopla, no special stopping, no big banners and signs, no band.
Austin wasn't there. He don't get a diploma.
Nothing. Read his name, empty seat, give his brother his diploma. That's it.
Yeah, Erica.
They said no. We'll give you some other options. We can do a private ceremony where it's just y'all.
Yeah, private ceremony. Yeah, private ceremony for the Doublemint Bulls. The school knew when they watched that tape that the Doublemint Bulls was the aggressor. He don't get a marching band. The cheerleaders didn't even want to cheer for their asses no more, sir.
What?
Private ceremony like a private funeral y'all had for him.
The response from one of the women across the table was, well, we've had more than one student die this year. Before I could open my mouth, Mama Bear.
Hi, can I take your order?
Can I get a...
And said directly to her, how many of those students were murdered on school property? She couldn't answer. She answered for her. 1, Austin. We left that building. They said, Mr. Waltrip's not in the building at the moment. Okay. Because then they tried to pawn it off. Dr. Mims. Hi, Dr. Mims. Remember me? Sure you do. Because I slid across the emails that were sent to Waltrip. I said, this is why you folded. You're going to look me in the eye right now and tell me.
Another one folded. Papa Cal saying another one folded.
You're going to give a diploma to a murderer, but you're not going to give one to my son.
Oh, shit. I know that hurt Papa Cal. Oh, shit. Papa Cal. I know that hurt, didn't it? Make him one. Go to Staples and make him one. You can go to, what's it called? Holly Lobby and get the cardboard and make him one. Okay?
Who was murdered at school under your watch. He said, it's comes from above. I said, the only person above is Mr. Waltrip. I said, I will wait out front until he returns. So I walked out front. I asked the receptionist, please, I need to see Mr. Waltrip as soon as he's available. I'll sit down with Megan. For 20 minutes, we wait.
Hey, sure.
Then his secretary comes down and says, I'm so sorry, Mr. Waltrip's not in the building today. What did he do? Run out and hide? Bullshit. He didn't want to face me again. I don't blame him, because I'd have ripped his ass up, tore him apart, spit him out in small chunks. I told Dr. Mims what I'm going to do. When I walk out of here today, I'm going to contact every news reporter I know, every social media influencer.
Mm-hmm. We bet you did, just like y'all did for this trial.
Every person who will listen. And I'm going to scorch you and tell them that you denied my son a diploma.
What's
Let's talk
Austin
about
gonna do
3
with the
weeks
diploma
earlier.
though,
Oh,
y'all? What was Austin gonna do? I'm asking. I'm really asking. No disrespect. What was Austin gonna do with the diploma, Papa Cal? Oh, I guess he was gonna be Casper in the school. I don't know.
oh, that's right. You had an elementary teacher who got arrested for taking pictures of little boys. You
Well,
think
you-
Frisco ISD doesn't have egg on his face already? You tripped over.
Well, you should have said that when Austin was alive. Don't go start throwing shit now. Hell, kids been in danger for years. Let you telling it. Now you want to talk about the teacher got arrested for taking pictures of little boys at the school. You didn't say nothing then. Shit, it's irrelevant now. Shit, I don't understand this rant.
Or this murder case time after time. You can't wipe your face. It's fucking stained. What's the motto? Know every child's name. You're the leaders? I'm supposed to trust you with my kids? I trusted you with my kids, and what'd you do?
Hell, they was scared of your kids. Hell, nobody shit trusting them. Hell, they probably glad Austin's gone. Shit.
You didn't have proper security in place. You didn't scan the athletes. How did he get a knife into the track meet?
Them kids was menaces, Miss Italy. You know, yeah, we can agree to disagree. He didn't get his diploma. They should have been somewhere grieving. I mean, either y'all grieving or y'all not. Y'all taking the time out to get news medias for a diploma and shit. Nah, let's get to justice for my son. They were so, I don't know. It's just cringing. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't get it. So I don't care.
Because you're negligent. That's why. What'd you do afterwards? Oh, change the rules. Oh shit, we gotta do something. Yeah, you done fucked up. What are you gonna do now? Resign? Retire? Good move, Mike.
You fine.
How's your wife, Lisa?
Was it a threat? He said, what you gonna do now? Retire? Good move. How's your wife, Lisa? Ain't that a threat? Ain't that what we always known as a threat? We seen that in movies. How's your kids, Lisa? Did we not see that in movies? How's Lisa? What Lisa got to do with it? Lisa ain't at the school. Lisa ain't at the school.
You can run. You can never hide.
That's a threat.
You're a shit stain on Frisco ISD for the past.
Professor McGonagall, whatever his name is, the principal at the school, Professor McGonagall, whatever your name is, I would definitely watch my back after this, because that's a threat. He just threatened you. He said you can run, but you can't hide. What do that mean? What do that mean? That's a threat. This is after the trial. This is new. So Professor McGonagall, I would definitely watch my back, my wife Lisa's and stuff like that, man. Say, this is crazy.
That's 9 years as superintendent. Despicable coward who folds like a cheap tent under pressure from a piss poor activist nobody.
I sure when he bring up tents. Tent should be the last. I mean, ain't that where Austin passed away from under that tent? I mean, I wouldn't mention tent.
Who does infomercials about his company. Let me be clear that you're a fucking idiot, Dominique. Let me be clear. You couldn't put two sentences together without Chat GPT.
He all over the place. I thought we was talking about Professor McGonagall. Now we on Dominique.
Tiffany Billions. I don't know what kind of glamour shot you steal from other people, and put up on your profile, but it don't match to your fucking goddamn water buffalo looking ass when I saw you at the courthouse.
God damn.
Charleston White, you look like a fucking crackhead. Even though you got money, you're the only smart person around.
He was great say nigga. Y'all, if y'all go back to the 1 hour and 50, start at the 1 hour and 54-second mark, he was great to say nigga. Let me take it back a little bit. Pay attention.
You can run. You can never hide.
Listen what he great said about Charleston White. He's great say nigga, but he caught himself.
You're a shit stain on Frisco ISD for the past 9 years as superintendent. Despicable coward.
I'm going to turn it up for y'all.
Who folds like a cheap tent under pressure from a piss poor activist nobody who does infomercials about his company. Let me be clear that you're a fucking idiot, Dominique. Let me be clear. You couldn't put two sentences together without Chat GPT. Tiffany Billions. I don't know what kind of glamour shot you steal from other people and put up on your profile, but it don't match to your fucking goddamn water buffalo looking ass when I saw you at the courthouse. Charleston White, you look like a fucking crackhead.
Listen.
Even though you got money, you're the only smart person around.
He said you only smart person around. You was great. Call that man a nigga. Gotcha. See, that's why it's good to listen to everything he's saying. He said you was, man, nigga. He called Charleston, he was great fixing to call you a nigga. He was fixing to call you a nigga. Yeah, I got you, Pop. I got Papa Cal. And Papa Cal, you know everybody downloaded this, right? This is never leaving. This is never leaving. Charleston White, if you ever hear this, for everybody that got social media, put that timestamp on her and at Charleston White. At Charleston White, tag him at the 1 hour and 54-second mark to listen. Because he called you ninja and called himself. Called you Negro.
Around. Ooh. Ooh. Drew, you just an idiot. If y'all want to talk to me, you know where I am. You never once apologized.
Nobody's apologizing, sir.
You never once said you were sorry.
Nobody's saying sorry, sir.
You lied your ass off and tried to tell people you paid to offer to pay for my boy's funeral?
Should nobody have to offer, sir? You guys got 2 GoFundMe's, 2 GoSetMe's, 2 Ring Around the Roses, and the whole wash clean. I don't know what they're calling it, but y'all got 2 of them.
You couldn't even offer your hand for a handshake.
He shouldn't have to. He didn't take Austin's life.
You're a grifting piece of shit.
No, sir, that's you.
To drink?
Sorry, you guys. Sorry, guys. He's upset me. And I got to call it out for what, got to call it out for what it is. Remember, no double standards over here.
Sure. Says it all. I don't have to say a damn word. Your actions speak for themselves.
So does yours and your son's.
You and your little faggot bow tie?
Not faggot. I know you lying to me. Ooh, y'all didn't tell me it was this bad. Y'all didn't tell me Papa Cal. Now, y'all didn't tell me Papa Cal was really on that good cocaine. Because, baby, he ain't holding back on the racist rants. But I thought black people was looking for handouts, is what he said. The twins had to grow up with this as an example of being a man. They never had a chance. Sin said that's why he's gone.
What the hell is that, dude? Maybe you and Chris King are butt buddies. Like y'all swap ties and shit. I don't know. He lives in Washington and he's lived here in Plano. He thinks he's some intelligent dude. Really? A 1989 Saab. Oh, I'm fucking impressed. Ooh. Look at me. I talk to my shit all day long. You put it on people so I can see. I think you have some serious insecurities, bro. I'm a lawyer. Who gives a fuck? You're not a very good one. Oh, yeah, I've done this, I've done that. You have to brag on yourself? You have to blow your own fucking horn? Really? You're not a man, dude. You just want attention. Maybe your parents didn't give you love when you were little. I don't know. I don't know why, the way you are, why. I can't explain it. And you know why? I don't give a shit. You're nothing to me. But yet, what'd you come up with the word? Metcalfians. I live in your head every day because you talk about me every day. Dude, thank you. I'm so flattered that you think about me. But I'm not your type. Sorry. I figure in a couple months you'll move on to the next hot topic. Or you'll have some legal crusade you can join maybe. Or lead possibly in your 89 Saab. And the only thing about you is I like your dog.
Oh my God. Sir, whoever he's talking about, please watch your dog. To Professor McGonagall, watch Lisa, your wife, and whoever he's talking about now, watch your dog.
That's about it. In your house? Dude, I'm not one to judge, but you don't live in some sprawling mansion. Really? Clean your house. You look like a fucking hoarder. Better yet, once you have Tiffany move in and y'all could live together and do a podcast.
He ain't said
that would be fun. Stay out of my life. I'm not inviting you in. Go find somebody, go kick rocks in somebody else's backyard.
I gotta go look at Queen Sheba. We don't give a damn about Sarah or Sarah's daddy. We don't give a fuck about Sarah that was on Little House on the Prairie. You get what I'm saying? We don't care.
Because if you come in my backyard,
what you gonna do, Papa Cal? Tell us.
You won't be kicking rocks.
See what I'm saying? Austin, boy, I tell you. That's why you in that pound box.
To all the people that still want to come fuck with me, go ahead. I'm here. Guess what? I've taken every single blow you have given.
The only blow you doing is cocaine, baby. You know, ain't nobody gave you no blows. That's the only blow you on, baby. That's the only blows you got is that cocaine. Other than that,
Guess what? I'm still standing.
And matter of fact, the butterfly voice, we don't give a fuck about Sarah Lee's. No, I take that back. I do like they pound cake. I'm sorry, Sarah Lee's. I apologize, please. I apologize. I like y'all pound cake. That's the only Sarah that's making it.
I'm still here. All you irrelevant pieces of shit are gonna dissipate. Like a piece of shit in my toilet. When I flush it, it just goes away. The same way, dude. You're all gonna go away. Because guess what? Guess what? You can't make no more money. He's guilty. No more TikToks and debating. Oh my God, Mr. Metcalf is this. He did this. Oh my God, look, Carmelo's a little baby. He's innocent.
Nobody said it was innocent. We said self-defense. Fool. It's fool right here. Nobody said Carmelo was innocent. We just said it was self-defense. Ignorant.
No, he's fucking guilty. He's going to prison. Yay! Am I supposed to be excited? Guess.
We thought you were supposed to be excited, but you sitting here ranting. You're blowing your high, baby. You spent all that cash on that 8-ball and you just sitting here blowing it. He spent all this money on this cocaine and he's sitting here blowing it.
Guess what? I'm not. Because I don't promote and I don't accept I feel sorry for that young man.
No, you don't.
He's fixing to live a living hell. Not that he doesn't deserve it,
No, Austin's
Yes, he
in
does.
hell. Austin's in hell, baby.
but I'm human. And I'm sorry. I don't wish harm or ill will on anyone. It's not the Christian thing to do, man. It's not the way I was raised.
Y'all got to leave God out of these rants. It goes for everybody. Y'all got to stop doing this bad, these unspiritual things, and then y'all add God, and then y'all all of a sudden are Christians, Methodists, Pentecostals, man, Baptists. Like, please leave God and religion out of y'all shit. No, you're not. All of them do. Just like when Miss Anita went there, my mom's a good Christian. No, it's not. No. Now, damn it, leave God and Jesus out of these rants. And Christianity. All of it. Now I'm going biblical. Austin and Kirk was so evil, the devil moved out the way and told him, go ahead, take over. He can't do nothing with him. He said, ain't sorry about shit. He gonna blow a gasket. Man. He must be on that Still Reserve. Baby, you know, I could see Still Reserve mixed with a little cocaine in here. I can. I could definitely, because, you know, that's Still Reserve will do it. You'll definitely feel like the Incredible Hulk off the Still Reserve for sure.
It's not what I was taught.
Shit, you just said your daddy taught you that. Didn't he just say his daddy? Didn't he just say it about his pops? Now, I don't know what gets you to lying. But drugs do make you hallucinate, and it do make you say all kind of crazy shit, and it do make you feel like you're something you know what I'm saying? Now he's a Christian. Next he's gonna be John the Baptist. I don't know. He's all over the place. This ain't even shrooms.
It is what it is. You be you, I'll be me. You stay in your lane, I stay in mine. I respect you, you respect me. We get along. We don't fight. We don't stab each other in the heart. If we have a disagreement, you know what? We can use words. And also, we can agree to disagree, and that's okay. But what's not okay is when you lose control.
You lost control.
And
You're the one. You lost control, sir. Nobody else is angry. You're supposed to be celebrating that your son got justice. That's what you're saying. He got justice.
do something that you can't take back.
That's what you just did.
And now you're responsible.
Pot calling the kettle black.
Let's open up for some questions, guys.
Hi, can I take your...
Baby, when I say, man, say, this is crazy.
Okay. I know you've been under the gag order for the past year, and I really hope that this was some sort of release for you. 100% that's what this was for.
I'll be honest, it is. I'll be honest, it's very therapeutic. I will apologize for the colorful language. I try to refrain from that, but this is the first time in over a year that I'm able to speak. And I feel like the muzzle has been taken off, and I'm a racehorse at the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, don't put Kentucky in it. Don't put my hometown in it. You ain't no Kentucky Derby horse. You know what I'm saying? Just say you's a racist. That's the only race we see coming up out of you.
Gates, just waiting for it to open. And, you know, if I offended somebody tonight, I'm sorry.
we don't accept. We don't accept. We don't accept at all.
But get over it.
How you apologize and say get over it? See what? Just you know what I'm saying? At this one, you already said what you said. You damn near called Charleston a nigga. Like just let's just keep it going the same way you been. Keep the energy.
Thank you, Jeff. You certainly didn't offend me at any point. You have it.
You white girl. You certainly didn't offend me any kind of way. It's the bitch to teach y'all for Charlie Brown. Mwah. We don't give a damn. We know he wasn't even talking to you. It's the goofy shit for me.
You have your right to say whatever you want to say. The first question I'm going to ask you, and this is a question that a lot of people have been asking me too, it's one of the biggest ones floating around, is do you plan on filing a civil suit?
To be honest, I can answer that question honestly. I do not know at this time what I'm going to do in the future. I was so...
Because when you file that civil suit, Papa Cal, you know that tape's got to be played. Not the scribbled Jarvis version, when Jarvis was scribbling on that paper with them crayons. No. It's got to be crystal clear, that version. Yeah. Not the 3D where you need the glasses to figure it out that none of the jurors got to have on in court. They get the clear version. When you do this civil suit, everything, even this racist rant that you just had that the girl said, no, you're okay. You're okay, Jeff. Everything you said, you have that right. You didn't offend me, Jeff. Speak your mind. That's what I did this interview for.
Focused on just getting through the trial. That was the biggest hurdle and the most weight on my shoulders and the most anxiety. So I really wasn't planning that far ahead. Is it an option? Yeah, I'll explore it. Is it worth my time? I don't know yet. Because realistically, I want to move on.
Nah, go for the civil suit. Go for the civil suit. It makes you raise questions right there. Why not? It's all about justice for Austin, is what the white people and the white supremacists and all that screaming. Go for the civil suit, sir.
I don't want to keep dragging things out. And if they spend all the money, there's nothing to get anyway. So I really don't care. Money's not going to bring my son back. Going after them, even if...
So why did you guys set up GoFundMes? Huh? Why did you and Matilda? What's her name? The wife, Matilda. Why did you and Matilda set up GoFundMes? 2 separate ones. If it's not about the money, that ain't going to bring your son back. We got questions for him and Matilda.
If I bankrupt them or whatever, it's not going to bring my son back. And you have to learn forgiveness. And God's going to take care of the rest. Next question.
Not forgiveness after you just called him Watermelon Floyd or whatever you called him. Yeah, Don.
Okay, next question. And real quick for people who are requesting, if I don't know you, we're not accepting any requests. So if you want to ask a question, please ask in the purple pill.
What can I get you to drink? And a Coke.
They asking for money right there. Put it in super sticker or super chat. If you got a question, please put it in super sticker or super chat. Watermelon Felon, yeah. You gotta put it in the purple. Yeah, let's get questions in the purple. I'm not requesting anybody if I'm not getting paid, okay? Baby.
Ask on Rumble. Next question is, they want you to talk about the squattings.
Oh my goodness, the SWAT. Yeah. So the first time, first of all, there was a total of 6 for me and twice for Megan. The first time it happened to me, I was exiting physical therapy, which is on...
My bad, Megan.
Or my truck, and I look down and I see my phone. It has 44 missed calls and 10 messages. My physical therapy only lasts for an hour. So I look down, I'm like, what in the world's going on? My phone rings. It's my son, Hunter. Dad, yeah, the police are looking for you. What? The police are looking for you. Where are you at? What do you mean? Call 911. What? Call them. Okay. So I call them. Mr. Metcalf? Yes. Are you at home? No, sir. I'm on my way home. I'll be there in 5 minutes. What's up? I turn the corner to my neighborhood, and there are 25 police cars that have surrounded the entire block, basically. I have a park behind me. There's no houses, creek and a park. There are snipers in the park. There are snipers in my neighbor's trees. There are snipers down the street. They're a SWAT team. I pull up. I tell them I can open my door from my phone with my security system. I have cameras. Look, there's nobody in my house. I can see inside. I can see outside. I can unlock the door for 30 seconds if you want to make entry. Yes, sir. Tell me when. Unlock. Boom. They come. They sweep the house. All this time, all my neighbors are freaking out because the presence of this many cops and lights and SWAT and snipers, it was like a scene from a movie, and it was crazy. So I'm like, what happened? Well, someone called and said there was a shooting inside your house. I was like, well, can we catch them? What's the tech? So we'll try. Okay. That was the day, coincidentally, but I don't believe in coincidences, that I was kicked out of the press conference. Coincidence? Maybe. I don't think so. Then it continued. Second time, same thing. Oh my God. I think they brought the cavalry. It's nuts. Third time. At least now they call me. Are you home? Yes. Okay, we're outside. Come outside. There's 8, 9 cop cars, and I have to go outside and talk to them, show them I'm okay. Third, fourth, fifth time, now we're on first name basis. I tell them, hey man, next time y'all call, I have donuts and coffee ready. Cool. All right? It's becoming comical. The last time, as they were here, the person who swatted called me and I showed them the phone. Look, the number generates from the UK. This is how it works. It's real simple, folks. VPN, onion modem, onion router, onion server. It doesn't matter. There are so many.
Let me say this. I'm glad Papa Cal went on this rant. I think if everybody lets the process play out, it'll help. And I can't say work, but definitely help in the favor of this appeal that Carmelo has, and the people that are helping Boosie, Cardi B, Charleston White, Candace Matthews, Queen 88, Nick at Night, and everybody that's really pushing this to get out there, whether you like them or love them and stuff. I really think if everybody lets the process play out, I think this right here has been enough to show. That's why Daddy Roach put that gag order in, because he knows his friend. He knows his friend. He knows his drinking buddy. Well, you got to play it like that, Butterfly Voice, sometimes. You got to play it like that. Because we are looking like the aggressors. Charleston White has been very vocal, and to get on board to help this family, he has to tone it down. And sometimes, hey, you got to do what you got to do. You just got to do what you got to do. And on that note, you guys, I'm out of here. Everybody have a blessed Saturday. Okay, my attention was taken for a minute off my live, but I am back. We are going to be full effect. We're going to talk about Derek Samuels tomorrow, and I'm going to be setting up other interviews along the way for next week, you guys. I'm definitely not going live the first few days in July, so I'm trying to, kind of keep June a little packed up because I'm going on vacation. I'm going to be with my kids and my grandkids and the family and stuff like that. So I want to bring y'all as much as we can and stuff like that. I want to get over there to my Twitch and light that up and see how it works. I'm going to test that out probably tomorrow and stuff like that after I finish handling my business and stuff, because I got some stuff to do tomorrow. But we're definitely going to talk about Derek Samuels because some new news and information has come to me and I got questions. Okay? Again, enjoy y'all Saturday and thank you guys for tuning in and always coming to kick it with me and dialogue with me. Okay? Salute everybody.